he couldn't even open the screen door.
And we're out. He told me it didn't make any difference.
Afterwards, we did it actually downstairs, and he was pushing like this against the weight rack.
Actually,
and then
you're going to end up over there because I think.
So I think she's going to let the gas.
Oh, okay, you got it.
Yeah, he was describing to me.
I'm very mobile.
That has nothing to do with the Unbalanced Body.
Hey, Drew, during the show, come in here. I'm going to smack you in the head. He's going to make you feel better.
He must be Mr. Clint.
Mr. Clint? Yes, sir.
Yeah, Deputy Clint. Glad to meet you. I'm Randy.
And he has no magic or anything like that. I mean, it's like there's nothing.
Give me a second.
It's nothing that you can actually.
You know, I think we got to show
like
some
when
love.
You say, I don't want that.
Can you think anybody? Well, I got a spot. Look.
Yeah, before I've had those,
who do we want to share some love to?
Hypnosis.
You tell me, bro. You know the ones that talk to you about it.
What do they call it? Acupuncture.
Can I borrow another pen, bro?
Let's go that basement guy. Who was the guy from yesterday? Jack Lent Construction. Better, what is it? Better, Denver, better.
Oh, let me see.
Denver, better basement.
I got the copy.
Jack Lent Construction.
I'll get the copy. Don't worry about that. Yeah.
My leg just got it.
Let me just get loaded up here, brothers.
Right here, Dan. This one.
Yep.
This is
will not be the site.
So I know some of the stuff works, but
some of what stuff comes to higher.
Well, I've done acupuncture, hypnosis, alternative medicine. I know there's some good effects to it because I've had some job in minutes.
Set up screener questions.
But it's not going to use it, but it's not going to work when you have a partial disc.
No.
It'll help you.
Huh?
It'll help you.
No, it would.
I mean, being in balance, it's not going to do any harm. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
I think you should go with the guy.
I've got a thumb that's really hurt me. So, you know, I know attitude has a big part of it.
Well, it does. And I think he has, I think that we all want something to work. You know, let's face it, we all want things to work. I do. I'm not looking for discredit. I am looking more than anything to say, wow. But I don't want to be an easy mark. I can tell you that I didn't have enough sharp chronic pain to be a good judge. But I do know that my shoulder feels better. But that could all be from just what I'm thinking. I still feel this little pain I have. But is this something, as you develop and do longer, you get, if it's possible to stay in more balance?
Yeah. It's going to be better. I mean, some people have been in so much pain for so long. It will eliminate most of it.
You sound like shit.
Most of the time. And I say, just keep on doing it.
I'm going to sing.
Yeah.
Singing.
I don't actually know. I can't say what I'm doing. I can't say, oh yeah, yes. I won't. I do know that. I want to try this if there's some new habits. Okay.
We want to bring Alice
Nice play had to be the best.
The up-to-date ones.
Flying horse!
Well, I did have it.
What? His phone?
What are you looking for?
His cell phone.
I just had it.
Where you been?
We went out with Ross.
I know.
Here's your pin back, Randy. If you could have a seat, that would be great. We're going to be live here in just a minute. Okay? What? What do you want?
I need stuff.
Hey, would you smack Mark around a little bit?
Well, I was saying if he's going to do you, Mark might disappear.
I know, he's going to pay to my butt.
You just, oh, there it is, yeah. So you could give him 2 rows. Or you just give us one.
No, he runs spot. It was going to be,
So Randy, this is when you talk, this is the camera that I'll be switching to.
Oh, okay.
So just let you know. And that's the way to have your mic. Just don't keep your head behind it. Just like that, that's perfect. And then talk close, that's perfect. You've done this before.
No.
You did it, Ross.
No, I just did his in private.
Okay. And like I say, feel free to comment on the show.
Hail-resistant asphalt shingles, locally owned and operated for 25 years, and on my referral list the whole time. Call today, 303-761-6400. ExcelRoofing.com.
It's nice to actually see the behind the scenes.
That's right.
it's on Facebook every day, man.
I mean, I very seldom do I get on Facebook. I started yesterday to actually do something because I wasn't able to finish the book, and I don't want to release it.
Are we up yet?
See, we're up.
Okay. Right now, we're on Facebook.
What was that song? Huh?
And YouTube. On YouTube. Yeah, YouTube.
And last night I actually watched the YouTube, and you know, so I.
That's the same as the Facebook.
Okay.
Tom, does anyone want to talk?
Text the keyword WIN to 200-200. Get a text confirming entry plus iHeartRadio info.
Yes. But I'm not going to do one and then have it bounce, do another, have it bounce.
The Troubleshooter show.
Right. And then we're going to balance them all at once. Not at once, but all within the same amount of time. I'll let you know. Hey, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. As I say, the only show of its kind anywhere in the universe. And I'm Tom Martino, your consumer advocate. Been doing this in Denver for 40 years, solving problems, answering questions, taking complaints. I can tell you that we have recovered hundreds of millions of dollars in cash, merchandise, exchanges, refunds, and services. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we love doing what we do, and the proof is in the pudding. We have gotten some cars, we've gotten results, we've gotten money back. Just this year alone, we are off to a very strong start, and today is a very special show. You know, I believe everyone deserves a hearing. Unless, you know, you just call me and tell me you're a time traveler. I don't think I'll... Well, I might have you on the show.
Oh, you might bite.
For entertainment. But I really do believe that, you know, people say, hey, you know, the media, many people think the media has a vast conspiracy against things like, or the oil companies have a vast conspiracy against carburetors that can get 200 miles to the gallon. And, you know, the guy was murdered and his lab was burned down, and other people believe that the banking system has a conspiracy, or big pharma, pharmaceuticals have plots, and chemtrails abound. And listen, I don't believe any of that. So if you have something that you believe you can't get out because the media is suppressing it, you come to me. One guy told me he had the cure for AIDS and that the media does not want it to get out. And I said, really? You come in to our place, we will get you someone with AIDS and symptomatic with AIDS, not just with the HIV virus, but with AIDS, and we'll have you do it. You know, if you have this technique and it's non-intrusive. Oh no, the media will never let it out. I said, I am the media. I'm telling you to come on the radio and I will do it. Oh no, you're controlled. And I said, really? So you see, people love believing in conspiracies. So in other words, if I took a person who said that jet right there, I got the N number, that jet was giving off chemtrails, and we followed that jet to an airport, and I took them personally on board that plane or around that plane to look and examine with an AP that I hired, an aircraft and power plant mechanic, airframe and power plant, and I take them around and we show that there's no auxiliary systems, nothing, whatever. People don't want to know the truth. So listen, when I say to you that something works, it's because I've tried it and it works. That's called subjective. It's anecdotal. It's not scientific. Scientific is when you can have a control group, and then you have another group, and you have a third group. And you have placebos, you have the real thing, and then you have side effects. And you keep track of stuff. Anecdotal is when people say this works. Science is not anecdotal. It can have both. You can have both anecdotal evidence and testimony and scientific proof. So when people say they have something, I don't poo-hoo it. First of all, it makes for good radio. It does. Even if a guy said he time traveled. I'm not going to put Randy Flood in the category of being some nut job. I don't think he is. I mean, he's just a very sincere guy. He did a life career in the Army, more than 20 years in the Army, and then he kind of retired from that and went into healthcare and other things. Randy's been married for many, many years, has children, a normal guy, was a healthcare executive. He met a guy once who said, hey, I have a technique to balance the body. Randy is not espousing any particular spiritual belief, not even philosophical. I said, Randy, why does it work? What are we balancing? He said, I don't know. It just works. He has nothing to sell. Here's the point.
This guy calls and says, I can get rid of that pain. I can get rid of any pain, because all pain or all problems basically come from an unbalanced body. Well, I think everybody believes that, right? In a way, we all believe in that. I mean, acupuncture believes in that they balance the yin and the yang, and psychiatrists believe that unbalance can lead to problems. They call it chemical unbalance sometimes, imbalance. Then you have people that say that, you know, you have to get your energy flowing properly. We all kind of agree that there should be no disruptions in the body's energy. Chiropractic believes that. You know, by the way, this hour brought to you by Bright Light Chiropractic. I love that guy. So what we're talking about is just sound reasoning. If your body is unbalanced, it's not going to function properly. So this guy says, I can help people put their body in balance. Now, my observations after having this done and watching him is that, okay, it's way more simple than I thought. Almost so simple that maybe you could do it by accident and not even know you're doing it. I don't know. But we'll talk to Randy about this. But this is not a show where you're going to call and ask questions like, what about this pain? What about that pain? What about this pain? Because it's all the same, an unbalanced body. It's not, he's not going to diagnose or talk about specific problems. So all I say is, my first observation, he's not nutty. Okay, I thought this guy might be a little quirky, nutty. He's very down to earth. Second observation is, it's a very simple method. He doesn't do anything to you, and it's something you can do on your own mostly. There are a few little resistance things. You have to figure out maybe some resistance bands if you don't have a friend to hold back your arm on stuff. And it's very simple. So my initial observations are it's harmless. And does it work? I'm going to give my personal results in a little while. I don't really have a lot of terrible pain like I used to have. So what about the little discomfort I had? We'll talk about that. Now, that was my observation so far. And I went through I talked to him about it. I asked him a lot of questions. And then he basically doesn't try to teach you anything. He says, you need a balanced body. I thought he was going to go into this whole dissertation about we're balancing with universal forces and the life force. None of that. It's a down-to-earth, just meat and potatoes guy. Now, Mark, so far you haven't really talked to him much, but what did you want to say? I'm sure you want to weigh in.
I find it amazing if he can get rid of any pain. I don't believe it whatsoever. I mean, if I kick Dan in the nuts here, he's going to make him feel better? No, I'm being serious.
No,
okay, no. Well, that's not what your email said. Your email said anything but broken bones or bone on bones, you can get rid of the pain. Do you stick to that?
Yeah, for the most part.
Well, hit the microphone.
No, for the most part. I'm going to tell you.
Well, that's insane. The guy should be traveling the world healing people then.
Well, he's not healing anything. That's the thing.
Oh, okay, getting rid of pain.
Okay. And let me explain something. When your car... And this is the way I look at it after I've done this and what I think he's doing. If your car is not running correctly and you have, it's not taking in enough air in the intake manifold and it's not mixing enough fuel, let's just call, if you adjust the air mixture with the fuel, you will have a balanced combustion, right? So the car will automatically run better.
Understood.
So, okay, now, if you have bad fuel or bad air, even the balancing, you're still going to have bad fuel and bad air. However, even with the bad fuel and the bad air, the car will run better. But it's not going to be a perfect car like one running in a clean condition. So take that same car. Let's say you have a dent in the fender, or you have a belt that is loose. That car will run better but still have a loose belt. He doesn't go in and fix that ruptured disc. I think what you're doing is your body is made to heal itself and to process pain, to process joy, to process all of this. There is a reason for pain. The reason for pain is to keep us out of trouble. The reason for joy is to keep us moving toward reproduction. All I'm saying is this.
Tom, the claims are crazy. So if you're trying to pass a kidney stone, which could be the most painful thing in the world, boom, it's gone.
No,
please.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
That's not bone on bone.
No, but you're saying from the emails, you think...
Chronic back pain? Gone.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That's yet to be seen. What I'm saying is, if truly it balances your body, and you practice this technique, I can see where First of all, it's not going to do any harm. And I can see where, if you had this balanced body, that you would work through those things and they would, if it's really chronic and been there a long time.
Neuropathy?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So let's
root
ask
canal
him.
needed?
Let's ask him. So what, basically...
It's the claim that irritates me.
Okay.
To me, it's the claim. Anything but bone on bone.
Give me the claim that irritates you, that he can remove all pain.
He can remove all pain except for bone on bone. That's a hell of a claim.
Okay. And I think...
Kidney stones would be a great example. Anybody with kidney stones. I mean, how is that even possible?
Let Randy talk for himself now. Randy, that claim that Mark is talking about, it truly did sound like, okay, if you do my technique, all pain will go away. Okay.
In Mark's example, no, it wouldn't help as far as kidney stones.
No, if you're passing a kidney stone right now, it's going to pass, and you're not going to ignore that pain. It's scraping on the walls of your system, your urinary tract, and it's also causing inflammation, and it's hurting a lot of nerves, right? So it doesn't numb you. I think that's the difference. It doesn't numb you. You were thinking, Mark, it would instantly numb someone, right, based on the claims?
Based on the claims, that's right.
Okay. Randy,
if you have neck, shoulder pain, any pain caused by any ailment,
he's reading it,
other than a broken bone or bone on bone, and tried everything, he can help. That's what you said.
And it did sound like it would be...
It's the claim.
Instantaneous.
I'm not saying what he does doesn't do anything.
No, I know what you're saying, Mark. I know exactly what you're saying.
But we'll see. We've got people lined up.
It's very reasonable what you're saying. So, Randy, is your email a bit exaggerated? I mean, I'm not trying to make it hard on you here. I don't think... I really don't think you have ill intent at all. At all. You have nothing to gain.
And I appreciate that, Tom. And I'm going to take you up on your offer yesterday.
What's that?
As far as keeping Mark on a leash.
Oh, okay. He brought
I brought that.
He brought a leash.
And when I got it this morning,
but
George, my boxer, got all excited. He wanted to go run.
But he brought up a good point. He brought up a good point. No. It did sound like as soon as you do this technique, as soon as you do it, the pain is going to go away.
Yeah.
Now I have a little tendonitis here from lifting, and it's tender, and it still is tender. There's no difference in it whatsoever. Now, I'm not going to tell you about the other chronic pain yet, because I don't want to reveal, because I want to make sure I'm feeling what I'm feeling or not feeling what I'm feeling. I don't want to just poo-hoo, or I don't want to jump for joy either. I just want to take more of an assessment. But, Mark, I will tell you this. It wasn't something so remarkable that as soon as I did it, and I did it twice fully, that you go, oh, my God, I'm instantly better. But whether it's my mind playing tricks or something, there was a bit of a shift of things that I can talk about. Now, I'm maybe an easy mark because I want things to work, you know. Now, I'm not going to be one to lie about something. If you do some hypnosis with me and it doesn't work, then the hell with it. I'm not going to say, oh, my God, I'm transformed. And with Randy, no, I didn't feel, oh, my God, I'm transformed. Everything is gone. But there were some definite things that happened. Now, I want to assess whether or not it was psychosomatic or whether there was some kind of shift. I just really have to assess it because I don't want to be inaccurate in how I assess it.
It says here, I mean, Randy, you wrote this. If you're suffering from multiple sclerosis, fibromyalgia, or had a stroke, that's a hell of a claim, man.
Well, Mark,
there's people out there that hear stuff like that that have tried everything in the world, and now, you know, they're probably willing to do anything to get rid of.
This won't hurt.
We have a girl with fibromyalgia who has not taken a pain pill since 4 this morning and is hurting.
And she's not listening right now.
She is not listening.
Okay,
She's in the other room.
Listen, we are still taking calls on anything. 303-713-TALK. 713-8255. Mark had a headache, went to the ER, paid 10 grand. 10 grand. Let's talk about that. But as I said, this hour is brought to you by Bright Light Chiropractic. You know, Dr. Mike Hederscheit is such a great guy. And what I like about Bright Light is he is a chiropractor and enjoys doing chiropractic. So many are moving away from it, and they're doing all sorts of hocus-pocus stuff. He's at University and County Line Road, okay? It's really worth the drive. And so that's in Highlands Ranch. BrightenYourFamily.com. It's just $50 for a full evaluation. That's not just an introductory offer. That's for anyone at any time. I did it. $50 includes digital x-rays, a thermal spinal scan, and an evaluation. an exam, all for $50. After that, you don't need that anymore, except maybe every few years. But then the adjustments range from $30 to $50. That's it. Top dollar is $50, or you can buy some packages, and veterans are always $30. He's a straightforward family chiropractor that adjusts you with targeted hand activators that are gentle, but with enough force at the point to relieve nerve tension and help the body heal itself. You'll have to talk to him about all the specifics, but he's a great guy. I like calling him a neurological chiropractor who works on the root causes in the nervous system that helps adjust and keep the back straight and keep your nerves and your energy flowing. And remember, we're all talking about energy, right? Seriously, Bright Light Chiropractic, 720-583-4506.
He's doing pretty well, though.
Yeah, it's just, but go ahead, but two things.
This is really
You can move it anywhere you want. You don't have to move to it. You move it anywhere you want to be comfortable. Don't, yes, I mean, you don't have to do the on and off, but when you're saying, be
Do
sure
we
to get
want
it
to bring
off.
our first guest in? Okay, Alice, bring Alice, and she has an appointment until
Okay,
then.
so is that also?
Just
Okay.
So,
I don't want to give an
If
just
Dan
for
actually
the
had
guests.
So
balls,
everyone
that
wanna
might be.
speak?
Somewhat of a controlled
Mark said he'd kick in the balls.
okay.
I go, if Dan actually had balls.
Don't give him ammunition.
Oh, damn it. Damn it, I did. I missed the best line ever. If I kicked him in the balls,
Mark
it
is
looks
being
like
very, very,
Oh,
very.
well,
literal.
no,
And you
the
should
thing
be,
is, I don't
because
mind
I
that.
agree totally
Hey, Mark.
with what you're doing, with what you're saying.
Yes, sir.
I don't mind what you're doing or anything.
No, he's totally accurate in what he's asking.
Yes.
No breaks
and,
today.
It's the claims, man.
and what I was trying to say is I really don't, it goes for most of the stuff. I mean, there's one example I didn't put in there. I had brain surgery. I ended up, although they couldn't find it, like a cerebral spinal fluid low pressure.
So you balanced yourself?
No. I mean, I went for almost a year and a half like a hangover. You know, I don't drink or anything. And anyway, I ended up finally getting the blood patch that I wanted. And as soon as they did the blood patch, I was fine. But what I'm trying to say is, you know, it's not going to work for...
Hold on, we got the people coming in now, so hold on.
But if you could.
We want it controlled. I'm not going to say anything while they're
Can I
here.
what?
Just do the thing.
Hi, Alex. I can do that. I can do it. I'm going to have you sit right
It's
here.
Steve the painter's
That's
wife.
it?
I'm going to text you.
Good. Cheryl, come on in. Have a seat.
How are you, Cheryl?
Doing good.
I am really-
Cheryl, is this your mom?
Yes, it is my mom.
I didn't know
Alex.
that. Nice to meet you.
My mom is
Steve the painter's wife's mom.
No, I'm just saying I need to. So,
Let me look, sorry,
Alex,
thank you.
I just need to be going back.
Oh, no, you
Can I
got to
ask
get
you
going.
about, no, I need to
gotta
go
let you
here.
go, too.
No, I need to a little bit, and Randy's gonna bring you to the
okay.
other room
Our first-
to balance you, okay? So have your headphones on. That's okay, you do your best.
Put in K9.
Unless it would be better if Cheryl spoke for it. You want to speak for your mom, or do your mom be fine?
www.k-.
Your time in the...
Try to look and see where
You talked at one.
37 years.
Speak up in the microphone, okay, right here.
I mean, what is this lady talking about? Now, excuse me.
What did she say?
You did such a disservice to all dogs and dog owners today.
Now, don't leave
Having that dog trainer on your show, if I was given $1 million, I'd never let him near any of my dogs. I have no idea. I'm asking her, what the fuck?
Rather you're not.
What is she? She's a nut. Well, I'm asking her.
Anyway, you see what
He doesn't make any outrageous claims.
There is no outrageous claim.
He just trains them an hour. He said he gets basically do. And,
Hey, girls, did you know she's 92?
I called in.
Oh my God, girls, Dad, she's 92.
A girlfriend for my dad. Or
What
you.
I'm saying is,
Or me.
our other paying guest, I don't want them to
is
think
your
what
dad
he's
92,
doing for
Clint?
her.
Your dad's
Oh,
92?
they need a private.
Remind me of my 91 for
He's pretty active, right?
He's real active.
Good.
He's still riding the bike. She's sharp, too.
Or, you
So ride his bike, really?
Yeah, still riding the bike. Once a week.
Okay, but otherwise, how is your health?
Comes 14?
No, climbs.
I've had it out with vertigo.
Okay.
It's been real bad, but now
I like hearing
it's
those stories.
let up. Hopefully for a while. I'm Cheryl, I'm Steve O'Keefe's wife.
And is this
Your dad's probably
This is
gonna
my
smoke.
mom, this
Nope.
is my mom.
Right, his
Her
mother.
mom, her mother.
We're
died.
drink, our family says
So-
we can't keep these. We got some weird genetic thing that we can't drink.
Is he?
I drink
In
like
fact,
that.
I'm his.
So Steve can't complain about his lovely
You know,
mother-in-law.
I'm totally blown away by this.
Boy, she said that. There's,
Yes.
how can you be
Steve
blown
has a
away? There's
daughter
nuts all the
from a
time out
previous
there
marriage,
saying
and then we have
stupid
two
stuff.
daughters and a son.
You're talking about the canines.
So,
But
our
gee,
youngest, our youngest
Say,
is like
expound.
35, 36.
Sir, I could not believe what I was hearing concerning his training
I'm
member.
right there with you.
What did he say? He goes to your house once a week?
And he gets down and face to face with the dog.
Everybody says that. There's nothing
Who's
abnormal
this? Is
about
this
it.
the guy we had in yesterday?
Yeah,
This crazy lady says, I can't believe you guys had this guy on.
Why?
I don't know. I asked her. It's exactly what I asked
I thought it was good.
Yeah, so did I. He's a good guy.
She
too.
does not.
I'm Tom Martino, your
Troubleshooter, welcome. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. I'm in love. Alice is here, 92 years old, and she reminds me of my mom. I wanted to shed a tear. I swear to you, her coloring and everything reminds me of my mom. And she's here right now as part of our body balancing program. I'm going to take calls as well, okay? So hang on. We have Randy Flood here, a guy who says, I can help you put your body in balance, which will get rid of all pain. Now remember, it doesn't get rid of the underlying thing like the herniated disc or the rupture or whatever you have anywhere in your body, but it helps you deal with the pain. Mark took issue on the claim that any pain will go away, and he doesn't feel that that's an accurate portrayal. I will say that Randy's a solid guy, veteran, been in, he's a career military guy, and then also in the healthcare industry as an executive. Century RV is a place to go if you want to balance your vacations. Real Vacation, that's what I've said RV stands for, Real Vacation. They have a Lakewood facility, and that Lakewood facility is a 32,000 square foot indoor showroom. Mark, you've been there shopping. Is it that large? 32,000.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. New and used. The
largest used in the state.
Okay, and they also have their place up north, the 119 Turdoff.
And if you want a fifth wheel, these Cougars are the nation's largest Cougar dealer.
Okay, so check them out. Also north on I-25 on the 119 highway there, that turnoff to Longmont. They have service up there as well. Mark has his motorhome serviced up there as well. He bought it from Century RV, the real deal. 303-453-1111, CenturyRV.com. Okay, so I want to take a call, and then we'll go back to Randy and the body balancing, and Alice, our special guest, one of our pain candidates. Mark, what's going on with you?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. 10 grand Swedish emergency room for a headache. You know, Mark, we get these calls about once a quarter, twice a quarter. We get inquiries even more than that about people shocked with emergency room bills.
We went to the satellite Swedish hospital over in Belmar and Lakewood.
The only time that people get really, 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 really upset, I mean, is when they think it was an urgent care. Now, was that the case with you?
Yes.
See, you thought it was urgent care, and it was really just a satellite emergency room.
Correct. And
I went to one of these, not Swedish, but I went to one where I walked in, and it said urgent care and emergency care. And I walked in, and they said, the doctor will see you now. And I said, okay. And they said, and I said, how much is it? They said $3,600. And I said, what do you mean? They said, a visit is $3,600. And I said, I've been to urgent care before and never went over 125. And they said, well, the urgent part is closed. That's over there. And over here is the emergency room. They did not make that clear to me until I asked. Now, when you walked in, did they say anything to you? Because they're usually pretty good at saying that this is not urgent care. I mean, this is emergency room. Did they tell you that?
No, not at all.
Okay, I think they probably... I think they did, but I'm not going to argue with you because this is such a problem. You know who has the biggest problems? The UC ones. Who are they? Remember, Mark, we get all those complaints because they look just like urgent care. So you walk into this place. Can you give me the address?
The address of the, I don't know the exact address. It's at Alameda and Wadsworth.
Alameda and Wadsworth. Okay. Okay. So go ahead and tell me what happened now. Tell me your story.
my wife, it was my wife. She had a severe migraine, and we went in and we told them that she does not have insurance. And so they said, well, can you apply for some kind of aid? I said, no, our income won't do it.
Well, hold on. You walked in and said your wife has a headache. Why would you have to have aid if you thought it was urgent care?
They wanted to ask if they wanted to know if I wanted financial aid to pay for it, and we said no, because we thought it was an emergency, an urgency. So therefore, we didn't think it was going to be that much. Nobody told us anything about cost.
Okay, did anywhere on this, I'm trying to get a shot of this place. That's why I asked for the address. Mark, do you have it? I'd like to see what it looks like. Does it say emergency room outside, or does it say urgent care?
It says emergency on one part of it, where you go in part of the building, where it looks like an ambulance. You go, it says emergency, and then on the other side it doesn't.
Yeah, I got a picture. I mean, it says emergency.
It doesn't say urgent care anywhere.
No, I mean it's evident. It says emergency.
Okay, but you're claiming they never said to you this is an emergency room. Never.
Never.
Okay. So, but they did say...
I mean, it's owned by Swedish Medical Center. I feel bad for the guy because we get calls on these all
the time.
But this is huge. It says emergency the size of it's huge.
Mark, why did you think you were going to urgent care if it said emergency room? Now, I'll tell you why I would think, and maybe I'm giving you your answer. Because when they're standalone, we have come to assume they are urgent care facilities because you think of an emergency room as being part of a hospital. That's the way I think. Is that the way you were thinking? I don't want to spoon feed you, but is that what you were thinking?
Exactly.
But when you walked in, did you ask how much it would cost?
No, we did not.
How did it even come up? You walk in, how does it come up as... My God, that emergency sign is over the whole building. As you walked in, what did you say? My wife has a headache. Is that right?
Correct.
Huh?
Yes.
And then they said, "Do you want financial aid?"
Well, after we told them we did not have health, and she did not have health insurance.
Then what did they say? "Do you want financial aid?" And you said no.
We said no.
Okay, so what did they do for 10 grand?
Well, it's actually more than that now. To be in a bed for 3.5 hours, they charged $6,000.
Right.
And then there was some drugs that they gave her, some drugs for her headache. It was a migraine. And
so the whole bill's 10 grand, or 12 grand. What is it right now?
12 grand.
Okay.
It sounds like you guys would have qualified for. Something.
Are you on Medicaid
or Obamacare? Something, tax credits.
If you don't, it's impossible not to have health insurance right now, isn't it?
My wife has. She's a Native American, so she has associated with the Indian Care Hospital, but they don't have urgent care or actually a hospital we can go to.
There's no way they're going to be able to collect from you. I mean, do you work?
Yes.
Okay. Did you offer to make a settlement? Mark, let me get right to it. Hold on, and let's get right to the heart of the matter. And I want everyone listening. We have an important show today. It seems to be healthcare related all around. Speaking of that, I love telling you about good healthcare stuff like Centeno Schultz, living stem cell therapy, real living stem cell therapy, Centeno Schultz. If you have aches and pains, stem cell has been known to help with chronic pain, with arthritis in your joints. It does help to revitalize and regenerate tissue. It does not grow tissue all on its own, bone on bone. Don't believe that. You're going to hear really a lot of false claims from chiropractors who used amniotic fluid. Amniotic fluid, as it's shipped, does not contain living stem cells. If you want true stem cell therapy, please insist on MDs, registered nurses, imagery for the injections, and they must harvest the stem cells at the time of the appointment. They cannot have them shipped in. Centeno Schultz is one of the few clinics offering true living stem cell therapy. Please research 303-963-1292. 9201. 303-963-9201.
Two things. One is, I know the state was working on, and I don't know if they passed it, but they were actually going to have what the menu prices were for urgent and for ERs.
Well, that would be great.
I mean, I think they passed it about a week ago.
Really? In Colorado?
No,
Yes,
it wouldn't be retroactive. It wouldn't be retroactive.
No, well, I know that.
Well,
But
let's
what
look
I'm
into
trying
that,
to say
'cause I
is
need to find out about that. That is, that would be a really good thing.
Mark, you may want to Google that as far as the bill, as far as the menu
That
prices.
is really a good idea.
For urgent and ER care. I think it was.
Not for ER.
So, Alice,
Yes.
how long?
How could you have, if someone gets in a car accident and they're flight for life flown, what are they gonna,
How long
if
is
you
the
get urgent care, I would understand.
Yeah.
About
But they
2.5
could, yeah, but they could
years.
do MRI,
No,
they could,
no.
some treatment
All
things,
your life.
MRI.
You lived here all
Yeah.
your
Well,
what's
life.
true, I don't know how-
I was
I
born
mean, an
in-
emergency room is
What would
exactly
stop
that,
that?
it's for emergencies. How do you have a list of prices for
You were
emergencies?
born in Denver?
That's what they were
Where'd you go to
working
high
on.
school?
A dog bite could be
You did?
85 different things.
But it's basically
And,
like before you go into the restaurant,
you
you
have,
look at the prices.
heard
Oh, that's too
something
expensive. I can't go there.
have.
So
I would
then-
understand that, I think it's a great idea
But
for,
I
Are
think
they
they
all
passed
scary
it
or
about a
urgent?
week ago.
I'll look it up.
Look it up.
I think
The-
there's a
the-
outline of what a CAT scan costs.
They might have a
Yeah,
problem.
because that's what has been the big deal.
Have
Maybe
they
that
been
was
able to
basics
buy
or
it?
something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
The second thing is, and I don't know if this is
No,
appropriate,
now.
but if his wife is having a migraine
He's
right
on
now,
now.
I would love to have her come in.
I'm gonna drop it off,
If what?
and then they'll let me know when.
If his wife has a migraine right now, I would love to have her come in.
So I'll be back.
I don't,
I'll be listening.
yeah,
On the radio
when
when I talk.
No, I was talking about the menu prices for urgent and also for ER. But the other thing is, I don't know if Mark's wife is having a migraine right now, but I would love to use her as an example, if he's able to get her. Especially if she's suffering all the time.
Well, if she's here, if she's having one, yes. If she's not having one.
I know. I mean, you may want to ask him, hey, is your wife having a migraine right now? How is she?
Off their phone.
And then, yes, can you make it down to our studio?
when I put the menu in, all I get is marijuana places. Is that what it is?
Okay. I appreciate it.
I do.
I'm sure.
Alice, how long were you married?
It's easy. Do
48 years.
ERs, do emergency room,
Your husband passed away?
emergency room,
67 years old.
need to
Never sick.
show prices.
What was it, a heart attack?
In
Well, that's what they said.
Your dad? So how old were you?
Here we go. Here, it's exactly what I was
Oh
just
my
saying.
gosh.
Colorado hospitals must begin posting prices for most common procedures, starting next year. Or
Next
wait,
year,
Late
really?
30s?
mandatory bill 75. It says
They were all
starting
Oh, was that in 2017?
January 1st.
January 1.
Let's see what it says.
And treat using only Colorado
Well, that's a good idea.
Call
Really
them
good idea.
346
No, I-
45.
My kids and my wife make fun of it because if I'm watching TV or I hear something, I'll take a screenshot or I'll take a picture with my phone. And I'll look up the different stuff and I try to stay on top of it.
So is it
Most
January 1?
reasons for hospital. This doesn't say emergency. This says
Common,
hospital.
but it says common procedures.
Yeah, which is not, once again, an emergency.
X-ray.
Then we can set
Top
up
25 code.
I know my middle son had to go in and it was like 35 minutes for a couple hours.
Well, why is this woman complaining about the dog trainer, Mark?
I asked her, I sent her a nice email. I mean, I have no idea what
I mean,
she's
she
done.
just has no...
Do you understand that guy has been training dogs for 37 years? That's all he's ever done. She must be an animal nut.
There are ways around it. You guys, it frustrates me for my friends in America finance. And I'm
What's her name?
Maine would eat it.
financing your home is an easy way to save a lot of money.
At least when he was growing up.
A lower interest rate means lower monthly bill payments, and mortgage interest rates are far
More
more
benefits.
competitive than
Because it's
low
lower.
credit card rates in the low single digits versus rates
I'll
on
make,
high.
I'll make sure that, let's get right to it. Oh my gosh, okay, we gotta do this someday.
The newest requirement is
I gotta end with him and then I'll do that. Thank you for telling me that.
It's just up on County Line and Hawkins, which is
No, but Jazz has so much else.
it's at 11:30.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah, I grew up in Oklahoma.
Big car accident, flight for
Sir, hello, wake up.
What would you like? Would you like a hamburger?
We're getting, I'm getting a lot of positive email from women lately.
Probably because I'm here.
Oh!
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the only show of its kind anywhere in the universe. And we love talking about healthcare. Today we're talking about healthcare. One of them is Aurora Orthodontics and TMJ. Why just get veneers to straighten your teeth when you're an adult, pay $50,000 or $60,000? Just the front teeth are like 15 to 20. I'm serious. Aurora Orthodontics can straighten your entire mouth, plus cure TMJ and sleep apneas if you have them, by aligning your jaw properly. And that's Aurora Orthodontics. Now, why do you use them? Because it only takes 2 years. They use palate expanders, no braces, and you wear them at night. Then you get braces, Invisalign. The whole thing, 2 years. And you have a beautiful straight smile that is a healthy smile and a healthy result, because the mouth is very important to your health, and this is a true natural smile. It's just not covering up all the bad teeth. And it's cheaper, like by 10 times cheaper than veneers. 303-690-0100. Do it the right way. The New Orthodontics. Dr. Kent Lawson. 303-690-0100. Mark, here's the bottom line. I got to get to Alice here. She needs to leave, and I want to get to her and get this body balancing done. But, Mark, I need to be just straight with you first. You're going to owe the money. There's not going to be an excuse that they didn't tell you it was an emergency room. It's written all over the place. It's written on the statements. But the fact that they didn't say, oh, Mark, by the way, did you know this is an emergency room? It's not urgent care. They're under no obligation to do that. Is it confusing? Yes, Mark. You're not the only one who's had this problem. We have dozens of complaints about the same thing, not just with Swedish, but with others.
I received an email from somebody. They said they went through the same thing. They filled out the Swedish assistant application, and Swedish end up forgiving the entire debt.
Now, that's what I was going to say, Mark. You can probably get this taken care of, and I doubt they would even try to collect. But it's really something you're going to owe, and I would offer a settlement, okay? Call them and fill out the financial assistance and then offer a settlement.
It's such a crazy business model, because when people are in pain or think they're going to die or something, they'll pay anything.
So, Mark, do you have that?
Yes. I got it. And my thought is that there should be some disclosure. They would have said this is going to cost roughly $10,000.
Okay, but Mark, there was nothing to prevent you from asking. Now, Randy, you said there's a new law, right? That demand. Are you sure about it, Randy? There's a new law that says.
I looked it up. It's not for it's for hospitals, not necessarily the emergency room.
But Mark, for you and everyone else, and in fact, I'm going to make a note of this. You're right. Okay, you're right. There should be disclosure, but people have to demand prices. You know, Mark, I can blame you too. I can say, Mark, why didn't you ask? Why didn't you ask? Mark, I'm going to put it on you now.
Who asked? Understood. I just went into what we thought was a smaller urgent care.
Yeah, we thought. And I'm not trying to give you a hard time, Mark. I'm just trying to make an example for people so it doesn't happen to them. If you have a problem getting it settled, talk to us. We've had...
In my lower back, I've been to different doctors, and the one told me never to have an X-ray. To have an X-ray, but never to have an operation there.
Well, right now at 92, I think, but you're in constant discomfort and pain.
Right.
Like, is it a sharp pain or a dull ache or what?
It's a dull pain, and then when I move, which is most of the time, it gets very sharp and almost takes my breath away.
Do you take any pain pills for it?
Any pain pills?
I take a patch. I have a patch.
Okay.
And the doctor cut me down half on it last time I saw her.
Why?
Oh, they've been doing that, haven't? I mean, they're
well,
cutting back.
She said she didn't want me
everybody,
to
not just
habit.
Kaiser.
Come on, at 92, get a habit. Who cares if you're out of pain? I'm serious. I'm not kidding, by the way. Okay, let's see if we can get your body in balance. It's a very simple technique, and we're going to take you outside. He's going to take you into another room here and see what happens.
Okay.
All right? And Alex,
Why don't we do it in here? Oh, we can on the air.
And besides, I don't really want to. I want you to relax. This technique is just about triggering some muscles and breathing. It's very simple. Your daughter will go with you. And then here's what we want. We want your honest observations, how you feel. You don't have to say a word about positive or negative. You can just tell me exactly how you're feeling. We're not looking for any particular result, and we're hoping this helps relieve it. Okay?
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you.
All right, Alice, you go with Randy. In the other room, Suzanne will show you. And good. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Now, the actual technique, Mark, I don't think I want the whole technique shown, but some of it, just for now, so we can put it up later. But I want you to show some. Go ahead, Mark. Are you going to do something live or what? What are you going to do? Live on what? Facebook and YouTube? Or which one? Facebook. Mark is going live. I hate for you not to join us here if you're going live on Facebook, but if you want to tune in, he's live on Facebook, following them into the other room, okay? Now, Carrie, quickly, Carrie, Viagra, a scheme. Is it counterfeit for sure or what? I know there are some counterfeit ED medicines out there. I've heard about them, and I've gotten several complaints about Cialis. Tell me what you know, Carrie.
Well, this appears to be an offshore outfit. Just a background, my urologist gave me a prescription for Viagra and said, you need mail order, it's too expensive, and I called around, it's $53 a pill. So they advertise.
Oh, my God. I didn't know it was that much.
Right, and there's coupons, but if you, I'm on Medicare, and the coupons don't count if you're on Medicare. So, and of course, Medicare doesn't pay for it. So I called a advertisement on a radio, and they said it was Viagra, and that was like over a year ago. They're still calling me for it.
Anyway, how do you know it's fake?
I don't, except at whatever their price is, like 40 for 120 plus shipping and whatnot.
Wait, $40 for 120 pills?
Yeah.
That's,
No, the other way around. 120 for 40 pills.
Oh, listen.
But actually,
it's pretty cheap.
The active ingredient, sildenafil, is even cheaper, available at I don't know, can I say the name?
Sure, go ahead.
Sam's Club.
Okay. So is that where you buy it?
Pardon me?
How much is it there at Sam's?
Oh, ridiculously. Well, so the doses aren't the same. Viagra is 100 milligrams, 25, 50, or 100 is the same price, no matter what size.
Carrie, have you ever thought of optimizing your hormones? Because if you do the pellets of testosterone, you're not going to need ED meds. And it's cheaper. No, I'm serious, Carrie. Listen, if you want to know about it, BioT is the one I recommend. If you want to know about it, stick around and ask Suzanne. Otherwise, the point of your call is well taken as far as the counterfeits. Is there any particular thing you just wanted to warn us about it?
Well, can I say the name of the company?
Which of the counterfeit?
Well, that I think is counterfeit.
Yeah, go ahead. What's the name? Maybe people have feedback on it. What's the name?
U.S. Online Pharmacy.
Okay, U.S. Online Pharmacy. Now, I will tell you that online pharmacies can get you a deal, and it can be cheaper, so they're not always counterfeit. Not always. Colorado Tinnitus and Hearing Center, right now, $500 off premium digital hearing aids. $500 off. Why? Because they're celebrating their grand opening in their new location. We love these people, and I suggest that you check them out for $500 off and a free test drive when it comes to anything to do with hearing instruments. You can use them and see if you like them and make sure it's a great fit. And I don't just mean a physical fit, but a fit with the technology. They also have tinnitus treatments that are second to none. Some tinnitus treatments are considered permanent. Get rid of tinnitus. Check out Dr. Patty and Dr. Lisa in their new location, 3601 South Clarkson, okay? That is basically Clarkson and Hamden. Colorado Tinnitus and Hearing Center. The website, helpforringing.com, but they help with hearing loss as well, 303-534-0163, and free tinnitus evaluations. That's a first. No charge. 303-534-0163.
Jesus.
This report is brought to you by Discover Car.
Can you teach us how to do the balancing? I mean, is it that difficult, or?
Yeah, I can show you.
I just want to see if I got a little neck ache. But I don't.
I've learned how to ignore pain.
Oh no, you're right. I think a lot of that probably
And that's
is
because you
Keep
would
your
go
mind
nuts
off.
without it if you couldn't.
right.
Keep your mind off.
No, I think a lot of that is. I mean, your mind is
Well, your mind is where the pain is.
spectacular.
I mean,
Right now, mostly cloudy.
like $53. I go down to where I go for my teeth down there.
Uh-huh.
In the pharmacy, sildenafil's it's $1 a tablet.
For what, Viagra?
Yeah, the generic Viagra, sildenafil. Every pharmacy has like a chalkboard out front, like with many.
And you don't need a prescription.
No, you can get 3 months of. Well, you can't get narcotics or anything like that.
Right, not narcotics. And can you get stuff for like antibiotics?
Oh yeah.
See, that I think is dangerous.
What's that?
To allow people just to go pick up
Antibiotics in Mexico.
Yeah.
You know,
We're bad enough here in the U.S. that we use
of
that.
misusing it.
Yes.
Yeah. And you can get just about anything. And if it's not something on the list, the pharmacist will
Order it.
Well, no, he'll interview you like a doctor to supply it.
Oh, so you could get narcotics then? Or
No, you can't get. Still can't get narcotics. No, they're limited, but the prices are incredible. I know that Soma.
Soma's not a narcotic, though.
No, Soma was my son-in-law's mother's copay was $153, and I was able to get the same thing down there, same generic, for $11.
The U.S. is giving the world cheaper medicine just because we pay more and we basically take their...
Yeah, well, we develop it. And a lot of the stuff there's not generic either. It's a lot of stuff is
Oh, no, you're right.
is from Siemens. All their equipment's Siemens, German. I think Siemens, German.
What does Soma do?
Soma's a muscle relaxer. She had bone cancer, but her copay was $151. And I kept calling back here. This can't be right. It's not the right dose, or it's not the right thing. I got a 3-month supply for like $11.
Holy cow.
It just works.
I've used muscle, and it works. Muscle relaxers work.
Yeah, they're now and like you say, there's really a plus and minus to having pharmacies that free.
No, absolutely. You're absolutely right. I just think of
misuse
antibiotics. Here in the U.S., people would eat them like candy.
Well, that's part of why we have all these super bugs. Yeah. I got.
So what was this guy's issue? I just want to be able to put he
thinks that
you're charging too much.
They think it's counterfeit because he thinks it's too cheap.
Too cheap? I thought it was $53 a pill.
Now here it's $53 a pill. There he's getting like 120 pills for $40 or through this online.
So
he thinks it's counterfeit.
So his online pharmacy
counterfeit.
This horrible disease. If you or someone you know is abusing alcohol,
I don't know why they,
hard illegal drugs,
like I say, that stuff is cheap enough in other countries.
depression, or trauma related to substance abuse, please know you're not alone. There's help. Call the Raleigh House today. They've established a special number to address your concerns. 720-893-5555. That's 720-893-5555.
What is it doing?
The Raleigh House.
Where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's no way.
You'll speak to someone local about different treatment options.
I agree with Tom though about the testosterone.
Designed to help reduce substance abuse. No more
I don't do this. I think I am going to go with that because my wife does the BioT.
Oh, she does the pellets.
Yeah, she does the pellets. I do the shot.
The Raleigh House.
I have to do the
You'll love the pellet more.
Yeah.
It's way more even. I mean, obviously, you can never get a shot to be even because it peaks and then goes away. But man, you will love it. Through the skin, you don't get, it doesn't absorb well.
No, I didn't.
What you want is, you want that pellet because the pellet will dissolve like your gland. It mimics your gland.
Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show, 303-713-TALK. Now, do we have dual Facebook feeds going on, the show and Mark?
Well, he's on live, so yeah, you can watch that
too. No, what I mean
guess.
is it superseding us, or are they both streaming?
It's not. They're both going.
Okay, so Mark is going through this technique, the body balancing technique. Now, listen, folks, even though you see this and it looks simple, I urge you to stay tuned for this, and I'm going to tell you what my results were on this. And speaking of health, that seems to be some of the things we're doing today. You know, we're going to talk about relieving pain and all of that. I also want to talk about something else that's healthy, radon testing. Absolute radon testing can get you absolute peace of mind. Radon testing, when it comes to home inspection, sometimes kills a deal because people say, oh my goodness gracious, I have high radon, it's going to cost thousands of dollars. What I like about Absolute Radon Safety is they put a price on it. They can fix most problems and bring it into compliance for just $899. And even if it's one of the exceptions, and it doesn't fit into the $899, it'll only be $100 or $200 more. It's really reasonable. Don't let it kill your real estate deal. Or if you've been putting off radon testing, they start at about $20. Don't put it off any longer. Absolute Radon Safety for absolute peace of mind. 303-880-0682. And look for them on my referral list, the only referral list like this, referrallist.com, Absolute Radon Safety. Let's keep going here. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Jeannie has pain. Jeannie, are you calling just to share with us that you have pain?
Well, no, I'd like to get rid of it.
Oh, okay. What kind of pain do you have?
It is a very sharp pain in my right hip, and it happened after I had back surgery.
Now, one thing I want to tell you about this is, you know, Randy doesn't cure anything. He doesn't heal anything. He just talks about letting your body get into balance, and he doesn't even completely understand how it happens. He just says he learned this technique, and through using it over the years, himself and to others, he says it relieves pain. Now, the underlying conditions, of course, are always going to be there unless you take care of them. But in some cases, it actually has helped cure these minor things here and there. I'm not going to speak to anything at all specifically except to say he claims to relieve pain. The thing is, Jeannie, he's not in business, so I can't like give you a number where you can call and go to his office. It's not that kind of thing.
Well, he's selling a book.
But, well, he's not really selling. He hasn't even completed the book, Mark. He's not here to sell a book.
I think he's selling a book. I mean, Randy, am I incorrect?
Randy, you told me you're not selling anything, and you're not even finished with the book. Let's clarify it. Is the book finished?
No, it's not.
Okay, thank you. So you can't sell a book if it's not finished. Eventually, he will write a book. Jeannie, if you want help, we're going to give you maybe his email, and perhaps that will help. We need to have something to refer people to. We're going to talk to Alice, the 92-year-old woman who just got some help. We'll get to all of your other calls coming up. I'm consumer advocate Tom Martin.
Now, what I did, Tom, is yesterday I did put together just a Facebook page, Randy, the Body Balancer. They can go, like it.
When's the book coming out?
I want to do a video, and you asked me about the video. I have not done the video. And when I first started writing...
Well, I just heard you tell her, though, the book's going to be out. It'll have the video. That's what I'm just asking. When's the book going to be done?
Yeah, I'm not sure, because when I first started, it grew into...
I just don't want to get the impression we're fucking seeking a book out on people.
Oh, no. And that's the reason I don't want to promote anything.
No, I know that.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, like, with the people coming in, I just gave Cheryl, so Alice will have my contact info.
I'll talk to you. Can you wait a few minutes? Because I want to talk to her.
Yes, sir.
I will let you know. I got contact.
The latest you can shoot 11:30.
Okay, we'll let you out of your way.
So we're good.
Okay. No.
Did you do the whole thing in live?
I had to. It's like yoga. It's like stretching and breathing. Well, that's what I'm saying. But if I breathe into a bag for a few minutes, I'm going to hyperventilate and probably feel a little better.
I was wondering about that, if she was going to start getting lightheaded.
Well, you would get lightheaded. It's hyperventilation.
In between, and I want to see what happens if I feel something right after.
Yeah, I just did that.
Look at this guy, Shing Shang.
Yeah.
Shing on point.
When you get a chance, Randy, could you come into the room and we can take care of this off? What is he doing right now?
Oh, he's just doing a contact thing for him.
Yeah, yeah. We can do that later, Randy. I need to do something before we get back on the air.
Okay, together?
It's have you seen this before? Here, put your hands up. Just put your hands up. It's shit like this. Okay, here, put them up.
Magnetic stuff.
Yeah, now, here, I'm going to push down, you push up. Okay? Now, breathe like this. And you do that for about 3 minutes and you feel better.
All right.
Well, anytime you hyperventilate, you're going to feel a little better. Do you feel better?
Yes, I do. I feel more relaxed.
Yeah, but I mean your actual back pain. Is that better?
Yes.
Good.
I told him it was just
Well,
right
yeah.
when I moved.
I've had 6 back surgeries. 6. I've had 6. In fact, so many I put a zipper in.
It's like it's like yoga.
But I've learned that, you know, when you get tense stuff like
yoga
stress,
balance
it hurts or something too. I should.
You know, it is
You know,
balance.
every time things are like
But it's your body,
The
your balance.
doctors took her
You know what I
from
mean?
a fentanyl patch that was a 50
I mean, there's, I guess,
micrograms or
there's
whatever
definitely
it is.
nothing wrong with it.
Have to.
But the
It's
guy is
25.
selling books. I don't care what he
Before
says.
that, like a couple of years ago, they did the same
Book?
thing. They kept dropping her down. And she's to the point now, it's not doing a thing to her.
Well, of course not when you drop it back that much, but
Yeah.
they do have to worry about any of the, what do you think?
Opioids.
Opioids, because I'm
Well,
I'm
look at
actually on
what
one
the PE
too.
is.
I have
See what the PE is?
severe brain.
2.37.
And they're oil, right?
She does this. I don't have it. It's either switched. It's either there or it's not. It's not like normal pain that's built up and died over there.
Well, her problem was is
How
that,
bad could it
in
get?
fact, she told me the other day, because of the patch
Is there any dividend?
lower, it's created more pain.
Oh, yeah.
She feels
They
she
got
can't
big
straight
dents, so
straight
he's
up.
hoping
You won't
She's like
avoid.
hunched over.
Yeah.
How much debt?
Now, if she goes down this level and they bring her back up, then they'll be more effective. They drop you off. But
How much you took my heart?
Yeah.
they can kill you.
And that's what she's kind of worried. She put her through the test for last month, where they did the cardiac test and.
Yeah, I have.
I guess my point is, no matter,
Every 2 months, I got.
even if you have no pain, you're going to feel better after you stretch and breathe.
You know, that is, you know,
And that I am
that's
taking
right.
what they're
It's
giving
really,
me.
it doesn't help it consistent and.
Well, if you did the exercises every single day,
Every time.
it would help. There's no doubt about it. But as far as getting rid of pain, someone that's got to take, someone that's got a brain tumor or something, it's not going to do anything.
What about toothache?
Being miserable.
Well, how about a knife in your fucking leg? It ain't going to help. I'm telling you, it's not going to help.
I think we need to try that.
All right, fix it. All right, push down.
I just got, I found a little bitty knife.
I'm gonna stab you in the ear. He's gonna make you feel better.
She paints China.
Okay.
She plays mahjong, which is a Chinese.
What are you saying?
She plays
Mahjong. You know who
one
else
time
played Mahjong?
And then
George's mom.
she had Red Hat and Precious Moments. She belongs
Okay,
to so many
doesn't all
clubs.
that keep your mind help keep your mind off us?
Doesn't a lot of that take your mind
In
off.
fact, I can help you stay busy.
And I'm willing to pay and everything else.
Well,
But
there's easy.
So how do you paint?
I don't feel like being radical, but I don't have a lot of really sharp, terrible pain. But I will tell you, whether it's psychosomatic or not, there's one little thing I get in my shoulder when I move it, like at a certain spot, isn't there. Now, I want to make sure I'm not just imagining that.
It's
Talk. I don't want to
like
rehearse
yoga.
it off the air. What?
It's like yoga. Would you agree with that?
Well,
you can ask any yoga master, any yoga person, and I've done it
I
with
don't know
people
of any,
that have done that, and they go, I've never seen that. And their flexibility, the range of
with
motion.
yoga, and Suzanne will tell you, with yoga, you do some breathing exercises for sure. But you don't do any resistance.
Almost every pose you get into is going to be.
No, I'm talking about resistance bands and weights. You don't have resistance. I know what yoga is.
Yeah.
There's no resistance.
And see, the Tai Chi is a big thing as far as balance. And see, you know, the thing is, like for Alice, I'll use her.
Mark, what I mean is, when you say you get into resistance, obviously you're just trying to do it. But there's
I
no
mean,
one
she holds herself up with two
exactly.
hands.
But but there's no one resisting your movement. That, I don't know if that.
I remember in school, if you
And
hold,
there's also, I don't think there's any trigger.
you do this thing.
I know.
Seriously,
and then your arms
just go
I know,
up.
I know.
I mean, that was 4th grade.
I know. I remember it. That's so funny.
So you've remarketed what I learned in 4th grade.
You must have went to a higher education school than I did.
Doesn't someone got to hold your arms in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you do it for
Or
like
stand
30
in it.
seconds, and they let go, and you go.
Or stand in a doorway. You can do it in a doorway too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and do it yourself.
But it's, yeah, I could show you some other stuff, but no.
Mark, so what do you think? No, not yet, not yet.
What do you mean, what do I
No,
think?
not yet.
To 200, 200.
Keep it live.
This is the Troubleshooter Show.
Do I need to get the leash?
It won't work. It won't work.
The Troubleshooter.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. This hour brought to you by Fix-It 24/7. There is a remarkable special that Fix-It has right now, and I mean remarkable. This is a consumer show, so we integrate commercials with the content. Everything is fair game. You can ask about anything, and we tell you openly and honestly prices, services, products. We go out and we take care of your problems and your complaints. This is the only show. What a welcome relief from politics, huh? And we're not bashing anybody. We're not bashing Trump. We're not bashing anyone. We're just having fun. So have fun with us. And today we're exploring pain relief through a body balancing technique brought to us by Randy. And we'll talk about that. But this Fix-It thing has me intrigued. George, the owner, I've known him for 30 years. He sends me something through the mail and says, Tom, for $39, we're going to do a complete plumbing maintenance check and flush. What does that mean? Now, I'm serious. Just for the water heater, this could extend the life. They completely drain and flush the water heater and get all the sediment and minerals out of it and check the water heater and then do a complete service of all your valves, exercising valves, and checking all the joints and getting air out of systems and making sure it's the right pressure, all for $39, but only, he said, for the first 10 callers. Fix-It 24/7, a complete service and check of your plumbing system with a full written report for just $39, and that's Fix-It 24/7. Here's the number, 303-526, no, excuse me, 720-526-3939. That's 720-526-3939. fixmyhome.com. Only for the next 10 callers, $39, 720-526-3939. Okay, I'm going to go to the phones, but let's talk to Alice first. Alice, a lovely 92-year-old woman, a widow, who lives in Denver, been here her whole life, went to East High School. She is racked with pain over the years. Her daughter Cheryl's with us. I know Cheryl very well because Cheryl's married to who? Steve the Painter. And isn't it Star Quality, their actual name? Yeah, I always call him Steve the Painter. Steve called years ago. They were down and out during the recession, losing a home, or you already lost a home, didn't you? And I said, let me get you on the referral list. I'm not going to charge you right now. I just want you on there. I want to help you. And then I started referring people to him. What happened, Cheryl? What happened shortly after?
We started getting busy.
You exploded and you restored everything. Isn't that right? You're right back.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Close to it.
That's wonderful. I love stories like that. And Steve and I stay in touch. Steve the Painter, Star Quality Painting. So you brought your mother in, and I want to talk to Alice. Okay. Randy, by the way, what did you do with her?
All I did was, first of all, I did a screening technique because with that, I can see exactly what side is unbalanced.
Yeah.
And
do you work on any particular side or just the whole body?
No, the whole body.
Then why do you care which side, just out of curiosity?
You know, usually what
For
side...
your muscle testing?
What side is unbalanced is usually where the pain is, unless it's like a migraine, which is in the head, neck pain, or low back pain, which is usually across, or if someone has fibromyalgia, the oversensitive nerves. I mean, you can touch someone with fibromyalgia, they'll hit the ceiling.
Right.
But I did a quick test, and then I did the first technique, which is a breathing technique. Then we did the post-test, and then we did a second technique, which I use for people with asthma, shortness of breath, or if they're on oxygen, because it doesn't require that much breathing, and it's very simple to do. Then after doing that, we did the post-test.
Okay, and I want to... Go ahead.
And I'll let Miss Alice...
I want to make something very clear. Randy Flood wrote to us and just said, hey, I can help relieve pain and blah, 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 and we wanted to just have him in. And then here's the deal. We're not marketing anything. He's not selling anything. He has no office. He has no practice. He is not in the business of healthcare. He simply says he wants to help people. Now, he is working on a book, but he's been working on it for years. This is not something that we're selling or he's selling at all. Right now, he does have a Facebook page, though, just to go and read about whatever. Do you have anything on there they can read about?
No, not this time. I'm just doing that. I put it up yesterday just
for people to contact you.
You know, primarily get there. They can message me.
Okay, good.
You know, sometimes I've helped people from Canada.
What is it called?
The
Facebook page, bro.
Oh, the actual cost of helping someone?
No. What is the Facebook page?
Oh, Randy, the Body Balancer.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah, very simple.
Yeah. Now,
I started a new Facebook, Mark the Healer.
Mark the Healer. Good. That's good.
I tried to get that yesterday, but it was taken.
Alice, I want to ask you. Okay, first of all, this technique, did you find it difficult to do?
No, not at all.
Okay. Now, I'm not fishing for anything. I want to know the honest-to-God truth. Is there anything at all going on with you after that?
I feel more relaxed. And one thing I've worried about is bending over and my back getting stiff. I've been doing that lately, and I noticed when I walked back in here that I was more relaxed in my shoulders and that.
What about the bending over part? Did you check it to see if it changed at all?
No.
Can we help you? Can we help you try it, or do you not want to try it? I don't want you to like bend over and touch your toes, but I want to know if you feel any difference at all. And
yes.
I'll help you. I'll help stabilize you if you want. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it. Okay, so Mark, tell him what we're doing. Okay, so, and I'll make sure you don't fall. And Cheryl, you want to get on the other side? So I want to know what you mean. Here you go, dear. I want to know what you mean by, so when you bend over like this, is it sore, usually?
Yes.
Okay, so how is it now? My God.
Much better.
Is it truly much better?
Yeah.
You're bending over and touching your toes. I didn't ask you to do that. Oh my goodness. Now Cheryl, she's pretty limber.
She would not have been able to do that.
She's never been able to do that.
Not for a while.
It's a miracle.
Mark,
stop,
maybe
Mark.
you're wrong.
I can see. But hold on.
Any blind people out there?
Alice, one thing before you go, please.
It's a Festivus miracle.
Oh my God, I can hug her. Oh goodness gracious. You're so wonderful. Okay, Cheryl, when I get homesick from Mom, can I come visit?
Sure.
Good.
Yeah. Hey, Tom.
Yes.
If you will, Cheryl. Alice. Alice, when I first asked you as far as what on your pain, as far as scale of 1 to 10, what was it?
It was 10.
And after we did the techniques, how did you feel?
2.
About a 2?
Do you think she's lying, Mark, or do you
No,
think
I think she stretched and she did some breathing exercises and she feels better. Absolutely.
Okay.
I think you would have to. How often should she do those? How often should she do those?
Mark,
Every day?
You kind of minimized it like that.
He didn't.
I didn't minimize it at all.
Randy,
this isn't a miracle cure.
Right, it isn't. He actually, I think, Suzanne, in this particular instance, he kind of portrayed.
It's a Festivus miracle.
But it is not. It is not hard to do, though. It's not something that takes hours or even a lot.
I want to see the fibromyalgia girl
now,
we have.
Randy, how often? Every day. I would do it every day. What the heck? It's only a few minutes.
You know, it only takes a minute to do, less than a minute to do each exercise. I mean, it takes usually about 30 seconds. What I tell people as far as how often, do it whenever you feel. If you feel stressed out. I mean, right before I came onto the show, I put my own body into balance.
Could you? Okay.
You know, the other thing is, if you have the pain, if you just don't feel good, just do that. It's going to give you more energy. You're going to feel better. Your range of motion will be better. Your stretching, flexibility. Just do it whenever you want to.
Now, I want to thank you for coming in. We're going to bring our next our next patient or client or helper or whatever. Thank you, Alice. Seriously, it's a pleasure meeting you. It really is. Oh my goodness. Thank you. 303-713-TALK, 713.
Have you ever seen a cuter older
no,
woman
Mom,
in your
never,
life?
Never. Well, my mom, she reminds me of my mom.
She should be selling cookies or something on TV. I'm not kidding.
My mom has slightly more olive complexion. Other than that, kind of the same. She's a sweetheart. My God, a sweetheart. So, Stephanie, I never look at other women, but this time I got to tell you, she's just taking my heart.
She's a little closer to your age, too.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, listen, seriously now. Let's talk about this. What's the follow-up on the train furnace? First of all, Suzanne, what was the original problem?
So he was having a problem, you know, like trying to get trained to help him get his furnace working.
And it was kind of screwed up, man. And we had Bob Logan from Plumline said they dropped train because of the warranty follow-up. But what was the specific problem, Dusty?
It was the pressure switch error code kept coming up.
The pressure switch, and that we talked about the high efficiency furnaces nowadays and how anything like sharp bends in any of the flue or ductwork can cause a back pressure or a high pressure, and a lot of people get these error codes, and it happens with the water heaters as well that are high efficiency and especially constant flow water heaters. So Dusty, what's the follow-up?
So, well, I wanted to thank you guys and wanted to ask for a little more help. I don't know if you remember, but Glenn Onken had called in the show and left a number for me to call. He was from Glenn or Onken Mechanical Service.
Yeah, he did. He called and said he runs into this all the time and has come up with some something he thought he could help. So what happened?
He called me and he came out that night after all his other appointments. He drove all the way down to Monument. Got there about 6 p.m.
And what did he do?
And he spent about 3 hours.
What?
Just completely going through the furnace, recalibrating everything. He figured out it was probably an airflow issue that was overheating the inducer motor that's probably caused all my problems.
Yeah.
I think at this point he's got it fixed. I mean, it's going to take probably some colder weather.
Onken, we got to get this guy on the referral list, man. He sounds wonderful.
He was amazing. And
Onken, O-N-K-E-N. Onken Mechanical Service, yes? What else?
Yeah, and it runs more efficient. I have more airflow in the entire house. He told me I have like a new furnace after he done it all. And coming out for 3 hours at night, he only charged me a service call of $79.
You know what? We're gonna help him out.
He's a good guy. He's out in Elizabeth, and he's also the dad of the gentleman with the Ford buyback recently.
Goodness, we
got to get him on the list, Mark.
Man, we have some great people that listen. Hey guys, if you listen, get on our list, man. We're looking for quality people. Referralist.com, and trust me when I tell you, it is the best value in advertising.
And it's simple.
So cheap.
You go to referralist.com and hit join now. You fill out that information, and someone will call you back.
And the new list is about ready to be launched. Anyway, thank you so much.
But I still need some help.
Yes, what? What?
Okay, so it's with Heat Depot, the company that had been servicing it since last October.
Yes.
So Train has called me, and they've stepped up a little bit, and they want to get me my money back for the parts that should have been under warranty.
Good.
And all they need, and I've been asking for 3 weeks from Heat Depot, is to know who they bought the parts from.
Okay, we'll have Deputy Clint get on their butts, okay? Hold on. Deputy Clint will talk to you. 303-713-8255. We have Randy Flood. Maybe you should stay tuned. We're going to do some other examples coming right up on pain relief. Now, Alice felt better. Listen, Joe Lazzara is a criminal defense attorney. He advertises with us because a lot of people, they make stupid mistakes. They drink. They try to calculate, hey, can I have a drink? I only drank this much, and I ate this much. And some end up in trouble with driving while intoxicated or under the influence. What I want to tell you is this. We're not encouraging drinking, driving, getting out from under it. What we're saying is, even if you have learned your lesson, this was a mistake, or whether you just have a problem and you need the Raleigh House, you need to call Joe because you need to get through the system with an expert. It's with any crime, any defense, don't try to do it alone. Joseph Lazzara, it's Lazzara, Lazzara, LazzaraLegal.com, 303-429-6200.
This report is brought to you by Pella of Colorado.
So, Randy, you just have a Facebook page, right? You don't have a web page, right?
No, I don't have any of that.
I'm just going to put that up on there.
Here.
Okay.
Tom, this is Heather.
Hello.
Right? Heather, I got that right. All of a sudden I panicked.
Yeah.
Um,
What I've been doing
Heather wanted
is,
to thank
for like
you.
probably the last
She's
17, 18
I wanted
years,
to thank you
like if I
for
see you
bringing
and
in the
you're
jurors
limping or,
from
you know, I'm
the
working
what?
out,
The jurors
and, you know,
from
it's obvious you're in pain,
I don't
I'll say
like to say his
breathing
name,
pain, and you,
but from
can I show you
Aurora
something?
theater shooting.
And then it goes away.
And raising money
What's your last
for
name?
the
Flood,
720 Memorial.
F-L-O-O-D.
I'm on that board.
And what I did was,
So
I
I
sent
want to
this
say thank you for doing that for us.
you know, this morning.
Okay, these are your
Uh,
headsets.
Perfect.
And
I just want to, like I say, I want to be able,
when Tom asks
people
you
to
to
see when
talk,
they see
you want to
you.
speak right
those
into the mic.
bring
If you
it, love the
notice
balance
when
of
Tom
it.
talks, look at him when he talks on the mic. His mouth is right up to it. And then when you want to talk, you push on. And when you're done talking, push off. And especially this mic, just because you're so close to him, we get some feedback. And we don't want that happening. And if you have any...
I'm Randy.
Yeah, you said Heather.
Yeah, Heather?
Yeah.
Okay, glad to meet you. So you're the one with fibromyalgia?
Neck injury.
Neck injury?
Yeah.
How long?
My lower back hurts.
And the tires
Which one?
the wheels.
All of them?
Are
My
the
neck
nicer
injury
wheels.
was in
Looks like
13.
they're like 19-inch.
My fibromyalgia has been, I don't know, maybe 15 years.
Okay.
It's been a long time.
In your back?
Pretty much since my car accident. It just all got inflamed.
Back in 13?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And what have you been doing for it?
Everything. I've had 4 neck surgeries.
Wow.
I've gone to done hyperbaric chambers.
Okay.
I've done chiropractors. I've tried massage therapy. I was going to try stem cell, but they couldn't really say if they could help me with my neck. They could help me with my knees, but not my
So
neck.
the phone is, is 2, it'll be 2 hours. So I gave them my cell phone number to let me know.
Injections.
Okay.
I explained.
They know that there's a class. Are they going to put it in class?
Yes, and I said whatever he has on it, the same one.
That's all right.
Not steroid injections.
Cortisone? Cortisone?
I've never done cortisone.
Okay.
More like trigger point injections.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've done lots of those.
And what have the results been? I mean, has anything helped you?
So when I had my last surgery, I had almost instantly no pain after surgery.
Okay.
Now it's back.
Okay. And that was 2013?
No, that was less than a year.
Less than a year.
I am.
So,
Tuesday for $10,000
okay. So you had the surgery, no pain, and then a month later you started pain.
If he does it, I'm going to keep it on you because you might disappear.
Okay.
Or on Friday.
And the fibro's just been
I hate to say it, I love people caught up.
Yes, I am.
Because, you know, typically, and this is what I'm saying, and, you know, and people will look at you strange, like, you know, you're,
it's only your head.
It was going to be
which, I know it's not. No, it's real, because, you know, every time when I touch a person with fibromyalgia, they hit the ceiling.
Yeah.
That's how it ends, too.
You know, what,
They don't
I
show
think what you'll find out
screaming.
is after we do the techniques, I can push hard.
A couple of people keep saying you've had this guy on before.
No, Ross had him on.
No, Ross
That doesn't happen.
Ross
All I ask is,
met Ross.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
the things I'm going to show you today, you can do on your own,
Okay.
and it will help you.
Okay.
I'm not a doctor.
You just always went on radio. Is that your isogenic?
Yes,
I do isogenic.
very, very good.
I know. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, it's fantastic. I ended up, I was actually a finalist, Unbalanced Body finalist back in 2014. I lost over 120 pounds.
Wow.
And stuff. And then ended up having the brain surgery, had other stuff. I put a bunch of weight back on.
Okay, guys, we're going on.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Art of Granite is truly a money-saving
technique because he doesn't charge anything over wholesale on materials. He doesn't charge for the bathroom when he does the kitchen. He doesn't charge for tear out and haul away. He only charges for fabrication and installation of the counters and cabinets, and the cabinets are a small markup direct from the manufacturer. Listen to this. The best thing about Art of Granite is right now you can call and get a price on the phone. If you're shopping around, you will get a real price from a real guy on the phone. 303-386-5919. artofgranite.net. Get your price on the phone. A wonderful person, an artist, a great businessman. In Golden, the showroom, they're open 6 days a week, closed Sundays, and they do the mountain communities as well as the Front Range. 303-386-5919. artofgranite.net. Okay, so we're going to go to our next victim of pain relief. Just kidding. And then I'll go to your phone, to your calls. But I want to get these guys out so he can do his pain relief technique or his body balancing technique. He says when the body is balanced, it'll tend to take care of itself. So
what kind of pain does she suffer from?
Alice, you know, she's a lovely lady, but she said she found relief. I saw her bend over and touch her toes. Her daughter said she could never do that before. Listen, let's just say, like Mark said, it's a miracle. I'm not saying anything's a miracle. It could be that they're, you know, hyped up, but it worked for her. It worked. All we're asking for is complete and utter honesty. We're not looking to promote anything here. Randy doesn't live or die by this. It's not his living. He doesn't do it. You know, he just wanted to show us this body balancing technique he learned. So let's talk about our next person here. And you are, Heather?
Heather.
Okay, Heather. Tell us about yourself. What do you suffer from?
I have fibromyalgia. I have a neck injury.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And did the neck injury come after the fibromyalgia, or did it kind of contribute to it?
No, I had fibro before. I had a car accident in 2013 that just inflamed it.
May I ask, Heather, the fibromyalgia?
Yes.
When did it start?
Probably 10, 15 years ago.
What happened in your life around that time? Anything?
They don't know what started it. It was probably several traumas that throughout my childhood. I didn't lead the best.
Yeah, it's usually accompanied with some kind of emotional event or emotional trauma.
What exactly is it? I hate to be so ignorant, but is it just muscle soreness?
It's
or
a widespread soreness and fatigue.
It's overactive nerves.
You know, I mean, there are many, many theories on what it is. I mean, you know, people that have it.
Is it actually clinically diagnosed?
Yes.
Okay.
She's in a lot of pain, Mark. You can't touch her skin.
Yeah.
I haven't taken a pain pill since 4 this morning, but that's what woke me up this morning.
How much medication are you on?
About, just for my pain, probably 8 different medications.
Okay. All right. All right. So you're in pain right now?
Yes.
Overall generalized pain?
Yes. Mostly my neck, but my fibro is flaring.
I'm sorry you suffer from it.
Sounds horrible.
Do you have a doctor that specializes in this?
I have a pain management doctor, and I have my primary.
What
yeah.
What have you tried other than medication?
I've tried trigger point injections.
Uh-huh.
I've tried, of course, my surgeries.
What surgeries for what?
For my neck injury.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, I've had 4 surgeries.
From an accident?
From an accident,
okay.
yeah.
And the emotional stuff that churns this all up, you said you kind of looked off and kind of looked sad when you talked about your childhood.
Oh, well,
I don't, you don't have to share anything you don't want to, but it might help others.
The accident in 13 was because I was on my way to court, and
for
the James Holmes trial.
My God, were you involved in that?
My daughter was in the theater.
Oh my God,
man!
So, and we lost.
Aurora shooting theater.
Right.
Was she with someone?
Yeah, she was with Veronica.
Oh my God, her friend.
That was.
Oh my God, did she?
That was the 6-year-old. She was babysitting Veronica at the time.
Oh my God, she was babysitting.
Yeah.
Oh, is your daughter doing okay?
She has her good days and bad days.
I hope it doesn't traumatize the rest of her life.
I hope not.
Did she feel responsible at first?
Yes, very much so.
Oh, God, no
Yeah.
one can be responsible.
Yeah, she tried her hardest for
Oh,
CPR.
my God.
But it
I
just,
can't even imagine.
Oh my she was only 12, 13 years old at the time. It was too much for her. So, but that aggravated my whole my whole being, basically, and put me in a deep depression.
How are you dealing with it?
Lots of therapy. I try not to take as much medication now as I used to. I'm trying to wean myself off the medication, actually.
Oh, my God, and then you're on your way to the trial, and you get into an accident.
Yeah. So I was rear-ended quite hard.
Heather, my heart goes out to you and your daughter. How old's your daughter now?
She's 19.
Is she on her own? She's living with you? Or
No, she just got an apartment about 6 months ago.
But it does affect her, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Every part of her.
Yeah, every part. She has a dog that she's pretty inseparable from. So she loves that little thing.
What kind of dog is that?
It's a husky.
So listen, let's, boy, are they stubborn little...
Yeah, they are.
Little knuckleheads. Okay, let's get you out. Randy, come on back when you're done. Suzanne or Daphne will take you. And Heather, thanks for sharing with us, and I hope this does some good. I'll tell you, the jury has been good so far. So let's just see what happens with you. 303, and in complete and utter openness and honesty, of course, we want. 303-713-8255. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Let's talk to. I want to take people who've been waiting a long time. Here, Maria. Maria, what's happening with you, Maria?
Marla.
I'm sorry. I'm
Hi.
Marla, what's going on, Marla?
Hi, I have a cute little grandmother as well, and she has slight dementia, and my mom had full ordered the will, and she was stealing money from my grandmother. So
All
my
right, so hold on. How was she stealing it?
She was spending a lot of money on herself.
But was she living with Grandma?
Yes.
And she was taking care of Grandma?
No, she wasn't.
How did she get access to her bank account?
Because she had my grandmother gave her full, estate. I don't know, whatever she called it. My mom had everything.
Okay.
But my mom would take her on cruises and leave my grandma locked in the room while my mom would go out and party.
So your mom is a bad person.
That's a very fraction of it. My problem is, my uncle, my grandmother's brother, took my grandma, changed the will, took everything, sold my grandma's house with everything in it.
Well, did your grandma pass away?
No, she's still alive and well.
And her son saw what was going. Oh, her brother.
Grandma's brother.
I see. So your great uncle, Grandma's brother.
Yes.
Was he trying to protect her from your mom?
He was, which is good, fine. But he told all the neighbors that she passed
what's his
away.
first name? Uncle what?
I'm scared to say.
His first
John.
name. Just his first name.
John.
Okay, so great Uncle John took your grandma's stuff and sold it. And what is the problem today?
Well, he told all the neighbors that Grandma passed away. None of the friends or family are allowed to see my grandma.
Where is she?
Not even. She's living with him. He took her to his house. I'm the adopted granddaughter. So I was curious on what my rights are. He won't let anybody see her.
Why don't you hold on, all right? And we'll talk about this. This is a terrible situation. Oh, wow. I'm hoping we can help here. Let's talk about Cam Solar. A solar company that you can actually trust. A solar company that's been in business for more than 10 years. A solar company that has like thousands of systems in effect. They're mostly out of Texas, now moving into Colorado. You'll read about them at gocamsolar.com, and a special page there. If you go gocamsolar.com and then put a / Troubleshooter, you will find a special page just for my listeners, and you can get a solar analysis and estimate for your property on how efficient it will be in just 20 minutes. Doesn't take 20 minutes for you to do it, but they will get back to you within 20 minutes with results. The same if you call What a wonderful idea. Now, they have a local number, and they're here in Denver now. They've branched out. Cam Solar, the only solar installer I recommend with more than 3,000 solar projects, attractive panels, and a 20-minute analysis. That's how long it takes. You just give them a call, and they'll get back to you within 20 minutes, and they'll let you know if it's a good deal or not for you. And listen to this one. They do it all electronically, all digitally with satellite imagery. It's a 20-year performance guarantee they give you if you decide to go forward. You still have the tax credits and utility rebates, so there's zero out-of-pocket expense. Zero. And you own it instead of leasing. No complications when you sell your home. 720-449-2935. 720-449-2935, or go camsolar.com/troubleshooter.
They go. What do they? Tom, they go to Google Earth and look down on it to see.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's Google Earth, sir, but
or something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, very cool. They didn't have to come out.
I am so happy we got a good company.
It's the 16K a day giveaway. Listen every hour at 5 past the hour. It's 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. on 630 KO. Brought to you by Wind River Spas, making hot tubs for 40 years since 1978. A local manufacturer made in Colorado for Colorado. Realize the dream of relaxation in your new backyard oasis. Find what you're missing. WindRiverSpas.com.
I've said it before and I'll say it again.
I'm so thrilled this Randy guy's helping.
Yeah, her will be a great.
Oh God, my friend of mine said her wife's had fibromyalgia, and it's like something I wouldn't wish on anybody.
Right.
Wow.
Then you'll know where you stand when the adjustment.
No, there's the biggest school of thought says it's mostly psychological.
Yeah.
It's from trauma. It's real pain. It's real discomfort, real. But it's from psychological roots. There's nothing they can fix. But she added to it. She has real neck injuries and stuff. Wow. What a terrible situation she has, huh?
So the girl that she was babysitting got killed, and then took her to the movies,
and she was killed. Oh my God. Dan, could you imagine if you were babysitting?
Was that Aurora Theater thing?
And you take the baby to the movies, and she gets killed.
Oh, can you imagine what
Oh
the
my
parents,
God! Oh
parents you
my
got,
God!
You know, how can they not?
Dan, I would. Why
I
did you
know,
take her
I
to
know,
the movies?
exactly.
Did you know better? It's like, well, what could you have done? She
Right.
wanted to go. That has to. Oh, her life. Oh my God, her life.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the pain. I can't imagine it.
This lady, I know, Amanda, she had a family she was caring for burned up on a mobile home.
Yeah,
And she ended up with it.
There's nothing worse than blame.
Yeah, I think that it wasn't just that. It seemed like she had so many terrible things happen to her.
I don't have. He really. I mean, I didn't get out of pain. Yes, is it better? A tiny bit, but that could be just because I'm having a good day. I mean, I never. And also, I didn't have really serious pain. I don't know. I don't think it works. I don't.
Oh, God, I didn't realize my arm so wide.
That hurts?
Well, yesterday after I got on my doctor, I had a stupid doctor appointment right frickin' 10:30 on North Side, which ruined the whole day here. But after I left there, I went up to the airport and pressure washed the floor.
Oh.
And around that pressure washer, I'm sure for hours.
I don't know why you keep on doing all that stuff. You need to relax a little bit. But maybe that keeps you going.
Yeah.
You know, you're right. If anything, it's if you just sit around, everything is worse.
Yes. A lot of people get caught in depressive.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was going to say that. You know, he said we should have got Patrick on this thing.
Yeah.
We brought him into this because he had the. He's the taker.
He's got some psycho. I can't. I mean, I can't diagnose it, but he's got something wrong, so.
Well, I think
Level.
he wants what's easy.
That, and I've actually known some people who are self-destructive. I wonder if there's not some of that mixed in there too.
Yeah.
But
they don't realize that if you stay busy working or whatever, that is, whereas,
you know, if somebody gets up and goes to work every day, it's a hero.
Well, not a hero, but it's good for your psyche.
Yeah.
As well, because seriously, the more you lay around, the more you want to lay around.
Yeah, that's probably true too. Yeah. I you know, because he calls in here and he's like calling for help.
He's called in since.
Well, he's calling for help and doesn't take it. I wonder how much of that is a sympathy.
Some of it might be.
Woe is me.
But I thought he was going to actually do what we, you know, that they did that card.
I did too. You know, I'm a hopeless optimist.
Sure, and I am too. Oh, I better get back in there. You're up.
Hey, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255, 93 or free for your drains from Plumbline. This is important to know. If you have a slow-running drain or it's clogged, they will come out and free it or clear it for $93 or the call is free. I can't stress this enough how important it is. Any plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, or drains, but especially it's 93 or free in the springtime. When the rains come, if you have any problems, 93 are free. And that free is not just free and they walk away. You get a full report, sometimes even a video of what's wrong. So, what do you have to lose? Absolutely nothing. And they have their own drain division if you ever decide to have anything done. It's 303-586-1086, 303-586-1086, plumlineservices.com. Okay, so Maria's got a serious problem. Maria's, I'm sorry, I have wrote down. Okay, anyway, Marla, listen, here's the bottom line, okay? Whether you're an adopted grandchild or a regular grandchild, in essence, grandchildren have no special rights. In fact, kids really don't have special rights. Parents have rights over minor children. That's it. Grandparents don't have any custody rights except what is granted by the courts if they make an argument for the child's best interest. There is no written, there's no statutes that I can say, oh yeah, you can demand this or you can demand that. And I'm not giving you legal advice. I'm just telling you based on past experiences. Our family law attorneys have said, unless you can make peace, there's nothing you can do about it. Now, if the grandma wants to see you and the uncle is the son, grandma's son is refusing to let you, you can assert.
That's exactly what's happening.
Well, if you, now we have taken on cases like that before, but we had to have proof, and this grandma can assert herself. You cannot be held prisoner by your son.
Even though it's her brother, even though she has dementia.
Oh, I'm sorry, I keep saying son. Her brother. You can't be held captive by anyone. But are you sure she wants to see you?
Of course. You can even ask. She didn't even, before she had dementia, she didn't even get along with him very well because he's so bossy. But now he locks her in the room, in her bedroom or in the house, and he's outside, and she's even fallen and broken her arm.
What is your mother doing about this?
My mom doesn't do anything. She never even took care of anybody but herself. My mom's out of the picture.
Is your mom an alcoholic?
Drugs.
I'm so sorry for you.
And 12 husbands.
12?
Anyway.
Legitimately? Not boyfriends, husbands?
Yes, 12 husbands.
That might be a record.
Wow.
So my grandma, I'm the only one that makes my grandma, we're the only family, and he doesn't let anybody, even Sunday was her best friend's funeral, and he wouldn't let her go to that.
Have you talked to him?
All he says is, oh, we're going to the movies.
How old is he?
And I'm like, he's older than her. She's 87, so he's probably like 89.
Does he have any children?
Yes, and I even tried contacting the other brother and his children to see, hey, how come, why is he being like that? And she got mad at me because all the money that my grandmother had is in his name and then for his kids. Like, he took all my grandmother's estate.
And that's his right. I mean, there's nothing. Listen, this is a terrible thing. This happens to so many families. I
don't even care about the money. I just want to see her.
That is so.
Mother's Day's coming.
And okay, if you call her, does she have a phone?
No.
If you call his home and say, "Can I speak to Grandma?" What does he say?
She's sleeping. She's sleeping.
And you're telling me he will never, ever let... Okay, you know what? We're going to talk to him directly. If he's an 87, 88-year-old man, we're going to reason with him. We're going to say, look...
But I don't want to make him mad because then he'll never let me see her.
But hold on. Not if we do it the right way. But I don't know... Okay, there's nothing else I can offer you is what I'm saying. I don't think you have legal standing. I don't think any attorney would take this. I don't think they would, because I don't know what you would assert. You have no rights. You don't even have rights over your parents. You can't demand to see your parents, your own parent. If she has dementia, is she incompetent?
She does forget. She can't drive. She can't take medicine on her own. But if you talk to her, you can't really see anything wrong with her. She repeats herself every now and then.
Okay, you have to somehow have someone get to her and have her express that she wants to see you, and he won't let you.
She won't. She's too cute. I don't know. That's all I wanted to know.
Well, Marla, if you want, Marla, we would take a stab at it in a very diplomatic way. We have people... Yeah. No, I know I would give this to Deputy Daff. I think she could do it. But you decide. Hold on. Suzanne, I don't want her to have to decide live on the air. If she wants us to contact them, we'll do it. We'll contact him, okay? 303-713-8255. Drug addiction is something that is really taking a grip on this nation. It's tearing apart families. If you have an addict in your family, anywhere in your family or in your circle of friends, and you need information, call the Raleigh House. Now, this is for information. It's not a crisis line. It's not a hotline. It's not a sales line. If you want to enroll, I guess you could call, but the main function of this line is the Raleigh House counselors want to give information to those who are involved with addiction. Having an addict in your circle of friends or family is like being dragged behind a pickup truck, tied to a pickup truck, going over a dirty, dusty, bumpy road, and you're not driving. The addict is. So you need information. How did it happen? What do I look for? What are the signs? Is it getting worse? How do I approach them? What treatment is available? What does the Raleigh House offer? How much does it cost? How much do other treatment places cost? How long does it take? Does insurance cover it? Are there any other options? How do I approach them? All of these questions. They'll keep a file so you can call back if you want, and they'll remember you. But listen, it's confidential. There's no obligation, and they will help with any information you need. No holds barred. 720-893-5559. This is from theRaleighHouse.com. 720-893-5559.
She's back.
I'm back.
Okay, I don't want to talk about it during the break. I'll talk to you when we get on the air. Thank you.
Okay.
And nothing about it. Okay, thanks.
Everybody good? Yeah. I'm asking everybody to call.
For years.
With that MacBook on you.
Somebody used to know.
Which one did you get?
I got the top one.
I mean, how much was it?
I don't know. It's like 24. They're very expensive. They're the most expensive laptop on the market, and frankly not worth it. Except I love Mac, but it was about $2,400.
I seen the range. I don't know what the hell.
Is this a birthday present?
They said
you can get a really good buy on a Mac Air. They're good. The Air is a nice, small, thin. It's a nice. You can get those, I think, for $8.99.
Yeah.
What?
I think he wants something a little more than that, though.
But Mac is not exactly good for gaming.
No, and I don't think.
He's into Microsoft, right?
No, he wants a Mac.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I know. I'm sad.
There's the guy that was just up here yesterday with the car thing at the end of the show, or the day before.
Who now?
Oh, I got his name here. He's the IT guy. He's a Mac guy.
Yeah. Did you buy yours at the Mac store?
No, Micro Center has the best price.
Oh,
You checked around?
Oh, really? Microsoft has the best?
Right.
Even in Costco, huh?
And I thought
Oh,
that
I
was
didn't
good.
check Costco.
Oh, do they have them?
Yeah, some of the model Macs are set up more for gaming.
What'd you say?
Some of the models are set up more for gaming.
Yeah, I mean, they don't do a bad job.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not bad at all, but they don't compete with Microsoft, though. When it comes to a big PC and gaming, but they'll definitely do gaming.
What are they called?
Is that an Apple one?
Pro Book? What's it
A
called?
MacBook Pro.
MacBook.
I got it.
Or the Air. The Air's a pretty damn good
I
one.
got it so I could keep track of my heart rate.
Okay. So what's your heart rate now compared to what it was?
It was before I came
Yeah,
on, it was
Costco
at
doesn't.
1.2.
I mean, they've got the iPads and all that shit, but they don't sell the.
It was 96 5 minutes ago.
Oh, is that what we have?
97.
Like 122 versus 90.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Thank you, Randy.
Okay, no problem. If you had any questions,
Yeah, except
give me a shout.
Okay, thank you.
that's weird. You gotta wonder why.
Thank you for the lid. We're sitting. Feel around the side here. It's like, oh wow, bottle tips over. That's what. No, you're fine. You're fine. No, you put the cap back on. But whenever I'm here, I have to really, keep the lid on because if I spill, then I keep people are gonna kill me.
Execute or
I don't know. Remember the China syndrome and this is called the
Michael Douglas.
Yeah, this is called the Pepsi syndrome.
Yeah.
Tip something over there. No, I noticed you put the cap back on. Thank you.
Apple's Wiggles. The AppleInsider.com. I can't believe they make a 13-inch MacBook.
Yeah, they're good. They're really good, man. They're nice.
Holy shit, they got one here for $5 grand. Oh, it's because it's got the monitor. I see.
You should check referrals.
Monitors are cheap. I wouldn't allow any Mac people on the referrals.
My wife swears by it now. God, we had so much problems with every 6 months the guys been getting viruses off of it.
Off your Mac?
No, off the PC.
I was going to say Mac usually, I mean, people don't bother with Mac.
8 years ago went to Mac, we've never touched it.
Yeah.
Well, problem is we got grandkids and Barbie.com. You got a Barbie doll?
Okay.
Is or it was, anyway at the time, was a virus.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
The kids are, they put up names and stuff that drives kids to them. Our computers. Wasted.
Rocky's Autos, 63rd and Federal. Used cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, whatever vehicle you need, they got it, and they have great deals. They encourage you to shop around. Compare apples with apples, and then go to Rocky's. But make sure you really do the right comparing. And you'll find not only great deals, but better financing arrangements because they have 40 lenders to choose from to find your particular loan. Some people want a little down payment or a lot. They want to put a lot down. Others want a small monthly payment, as small as they can get. Others want to stretch it out a long time, or some want to get it paid off quickly. Whatever it is, they have lenders to choose from. High trade-in values because they sell most trades right there on the lot. So it's Rocky'sAutos.com. Prices clearly marked on the cars, even on the website, Rocky'sAutos.com, 63rd and Federal. Monday through Friday, 9 to 7. Saturdays, 9 to 6. That's Rockies. Welcome to the show. I'm Tom Martino. We got so much to talk about. Today we're doing pain relief. Randy calls and says, hey, you know, or emails us, says, I can get rid of pain. And Mark, first of all, you know, as far as the technique that you observed, was it what you expected? What did you expect? What did you think it was? Let me ask that. When he said, I'm going to give you a technique to balance the body, what did you think it was?
Similar.
Okay, you thought it was some kind of exercise. And then the effects it has.
Like lower back pain, a lot of people that I've talked to that have had it, I mean, the first thing the doctor does is give a lot of different exercises, and if people actually do them every day, twice a day, or whatever they're supposed to, they tend to help. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, except with the exercise part, you know, you're not really stretching or doing anything with this particular one.
No.
Okay, so I want to ask our second person, our second listener. We really appreciate you coming in. Heather, fibromyalgia. I've been through a hell of a lot in her life. Wow. Even neck surgeries. So, what was your initial, first of all, what did you think about the process? Was it what you expected, kind of, or not? It's breathing, and it's somewhat of a muscle triggering, and it's a weird sound I don't understand, by the way. I don't understand it, but anyway, what do you think? Really, complete open.
It was different. I've never done anything like it, but I've done everything.
Don't be kind. I want to hear that. Did it make a difference?
It made a little bit of difference.
Okay.
My lower back feels better.
Okay. Do you think maybe with more time it'll get better and better?
I think if I tried, I don't know if it did a lot for my fibro. He can press a little harder, but I still have pain.
Yeah.
All the techniques hurt my neck though, so I don't know if repetition.
Now, I wanted to know, Randy, does it have a cumulative effect? Because I'm not saying you're a complete flop here, but I will say that it doesn't measure up to the emails. I think when you over-promise and under-deliver, and I'm not saying you're a fraud or you have ill intent. I get that out of the way. If I wanted to attack you, we would have done it. I would have, but we're not here to attack anyone. I do think that the emails over-promised. I do. I don't think it was your intent to do that, but it overpromised, I believe, in my opinion. With the jury, we still have 2 more to go. But is there a cumulative effect, Randy? And speak to whatever you want. I mean, there's an open microphone, and we're not editing you at all. You can say whatever you want.
Okay, no problem. The biggest thing about it is the more time you do it, the better off it's going to be.
It has a cumulative effect?
It helps. It's just like if someone has been, like a low back pain or something else, and they've been suffering for it 5, 6, 8 years, the technique is going to help, and for the most part, it will relieve most of the pain. But the thing is, your body has been in that shape for so long, you need to kind of get it back in. So cumulative will help it.
When you first were introduced to this, was it on an airplane, you said?
No.
I don't know why I visualized that. Where did you meet the guy?
It was actually at a business meeting.
Did it have an instant effect on you?
I was balanced, but I was not in pain or anything else.
Okay.
And since then, it's probably been 17, almost 18 years that I've actually been doing it.
All right, now we're going to take all of your calls on this or anything you want, and we're going to come back for 2 more other people to participate. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Call now. So many people call me.
Well, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it very much.
I go home and find this on
Sorry, I got emotional.
What a story,
I don't
though.
mean to.
What
It just
a
comes out
story.
sometimes.
How do you not?
Oh, actually, I need to ask you.
Sometimes I can talk and I don't cry, but
I mean, I don't know how you couldn't, in my opinion.
yeah.
If I go home and
It's just my daughter is such a soft
Mark
spot.
put up is going to be on
And
YouTube.
when we lost Veronica, it was.
Is what he
I
filmed,
can't
is it going to be
help
on
but
YouTube?
cry when
It's
I
like,
watch
of all the places in the world to be at that exact moment, it's crazy odd.
It's just right down the street, you know what I mean? We used to go there all the time.
Is it even still open?
Oh,
It is,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Didn't they close that off?
That
though?
theater reopened. That theater show closed.
Yeah. It's still there. God love them, it's still there.
Were you upset on a side note? Were you upset when Hickenlooper basically when they took the deal?
Yeah.
What deal was that?
So he's not getting a death penalty.
Yeah.
No, I had nothing to do with Hickenlooper.
No, I was thinking of the other
Yeah.
guy, the Chuck E. Cheese guy.
Yeah.
But the DA.
Oh yeah,
took
but
the deal.
he undermined everybody.
Who did?
Hickenlooper,
But
and he didn't
Hickenlooper
take
was
the.
in Denver. He's not even in Aurora.
Yeah, but he didn't.
He's a governor.
He took the
Oh,
governor.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was thinking of the Denver mayor. Wasn't he? I thought at the time he was the mayor. He was the governor when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were you saying though? He what?
When he undermined what the jury wanted was the death penalty, and then he undermined them.
Yeah, he did.
And gave him clemency or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Because he personally didn't believe in it.
Yes.
Exactly.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Even though the jury and
Right,
of course
that's
the
right.
victims, more importantly.
Yeah, the victims wanted it.
That really sucks.
Yeah.
Because here you are, you
One
should.
person's opinion shouldn't outweigh.
Everybody else's.
Right.
Good point, Clint.
Exactly. All right, thanks, guys.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
I would.
No, I would say on that, a couple of things. One is, you can ask Daffy that was in there. You know, there was a big difference. And some people have been living in it for so long. You know,
Some people don't want relief.
I know. And that's what I was going to say. And
Because it defines them.
and well, some people, no matter what you do, it's not going to work. And even when I can show, and you can talk to Daffy, she was actually balanced. And I was pressing fairly hard on her. And she was saying it hurts, but not nearly the way it was before. She shared with me that her heart rate was 120 when she first came in. It was 96 when she sat down.
120?
120. And it was 96 when she was sitting down.
122?
Yeah.
Did you say 122?
What are your thoughts?
122, 126, something like that. But the other thing is, I was watching her when she first came in. She was hurting all the way and all that. And if you take a look,
she seems to be walking better.
And I've done it before where, for example, say
What
the
speed processor do you have in that thing?
I do it on Mr. Clint.
I'll give you
and Miss Danielle over there. Mr. Clint says,
this
I don't see any difference.
It's a 15-inch.
Yeah.
And
It's
Miss
got a
Danielle over there
2.6
saying,
gigahertz
I7.
You look better.
512 solid
you're doing
state.
this,
I have
this.
a solid state.
And
I have
no, I'm
16
not.
gigabyte.
I get exactly what you're saying. Because
That happens. Small.
I think I have
I think one
250
guy.
gig
I bet
hard
that has
drive
a lot.
because I use.
I mean, most people
I have a
want
1 terabyte
to filter.
external.
But there are some.
And I also have
And
the
I won't
cloud,
use Ross
so I don't
as an example.
use a lot of it
from before. But I don't like
But I would have gotten a
because he
bigger
was
hard
complaining
drive.
about.
What size
back
is your
then,
hard
so I
drive?
had that.
250.
He was saying he couldn't
I mean,
close
I
his screen
really
door
should have
and
gotten
do
a bigger
this.
hard drive.
After I did
That's
it,
one
we were
thing that bothers
downstairs in the weight room, and he was pressing
It
like
really
this
is a stupid thing
against
I did.
the
Yeah, but I mean,
rack.
everything's online.
And all
No,
that.
I know.
And
That's
he was
exactly the way I
totally
thought, Mark.
even and everything else. And I asked him the next time. I said,
Sometimes when
how are you doing? Oh, I didn't sleep well. He says, I had that, and that sounds like a muscle spasm. What you
Yeah, 250
Yeah,
gigabytes.
that's
What
fine.
OS do you have? What version?
Type of thing. So,
And
not
that's
to
a
knock
function of
Ross, because I listen to him all the time, and
I have
I think he's
1013
right
core,
on.
which is
But some people, no matter
high
what you do,
Sierra.
will complain.
This one says it's got 10.12.
And
Does it automatically upgrade?
What you said about defining.
Yeah,
some
you can
people
just go and get it upgraded. Right.
We were just talking about.
It's not like Windows. Or, oh no, you do pay for the upgrade.
Patrick, our
You only pay for
project guy.
major.
Or Patrick, the kid, project.
Oh,
If it
yeah.
has-
What does it?
Definitely.
Okay, hold on.
It has exactly what you just said, except the OS on this one is 10.12 Sierra.
Okay. How much?
15-inch, 2.6,
Right. How much?
16 gigabytes, 512 on the hard drive instead of 250.
And some people
14.
prefer that way.
Yeah.
But the
Holy
thing is,
shit, that's a good price,
I
Mark.
wish Danny
Is it?
was
This
in
is
here.
Yes.
Actually say,
Hi.
Craig.
Craig, how are you doing?
He's our tire dude, man.
Don't worry about it. We're familiar.
Rocky Mountain Tire.
People are
How you doing, Dan?
I'm good. How you doing?
He comes out and installs the tires right on site.
Yeah.
What paint are you in?
brain injury, headache, 5.5 years.
Really?
Are you
I
in
did
pain?
not know that.
Okay.
Has it ever
Is it
went
a
away?
migraine or what?
This level 6 constant headache.
Wow.
So I have onset migraines, but yeah, this is just a 5.5-year headache.
Okay. Traumatic? How did it happen?
TBI.
So again?
A traumatic brain injury. I fell back in 18.
I'm glad you're here.
Mark, that is a great buy.
You think so?
Yeah,
Just
it's
compare
Mark,
it.
it is.
I can buy a fucking. I can
Mark,
buy
that's
any
it.
Windows machine with fucking double that.
I've helped a lot of people with that.
I mean, just the hardware is all I'm talking about.
And it goes away.
But you know what?
Yeah,
That,
I've wanted
I know you don't want to hear this.
I'm glad you
It's
said
more hardware. That's faster
Yeah.
because of
So where were you?
processes.
When it happened?
Where?
Yeah.
Like
Where were you
I had it?
stationed?
It's a
No,
very
I
elegant
was,
system.
it was
It
at work.
really is.
Oh, really?
Do you get any relief? Does anything?
Nope, I'm on all kinds of drugs.
Okay.
Everything just makes it tolerable.
Wow.
So
How's
did
it
you,
for today? I haven't taken anything to see if you.
and how are you doing today?
Oh,
Okay, good. No, I'm sorry.
How you doing today? Awful. Well, thank God.
I figured
No, I mean-
if we're gonna find out if this works, I'm.
Yeah. No, that's okay. I hope.
No, I appreciate you coming in.
And you had headaches a lot.
I really do.
When I
You do?
I had, but it was dehydration.
That's a big one, and then
My wife
stress
runs
is always a headache.
Okay, guys, we're going on silent,
My
please.
kids are bugging me.
It was cumulative.
My wife dogs.
And I'm feeling down, and I do.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Welcome to the show. This hour brought to you by Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. You will never do better than having Frank on your side, whether you're buying or selling. I'm a consumer advocate, and I endorse great products and services, go after bad ones. We solve problems. We answer questions. We take complaints. And I, honest to God, want your life to go just a little easier. We had a guy come in, Randy Flood, who emailed us and said, I have the answer to pain. We can get rid of pain. In an email he sent us, he went, get rid of pain with balancing your body. We're going to talk about that. He challenged us, and we had some people come in. I don't want to tell. You haven't been listening, have you? Okay, good. I don't want to tell our next guy what the results were, good or bad. Anyway, Randy's a good guy, and he came in to demonstrate this technique. He's lifetime military in the Army, and then was in healthcare management. So we'll go to him. And I do want to tell you, of course, about something very important, Frank Duran, as I started out saying. This hour brought to you by Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, 303-920-1622. Frank is a negotiating expert. You take somebody like Mark, who fancies himself at negotiating, and he really does a pretty good job, you know, but he sat back and literally let Frank take it. He loved it. And that says a lot. It really does, when you can depend on Frank to both buy on one end and sell on the other. And, you know, he does a great job. But just saying that doesn't really give you the level of service that he imparts. You have to experience it. And people sum it up this way. It's like I was the only customer. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, 303-920-1622. All right, welcome. Let's go to the phones. I want to take people who have been waiting a long time and try to help you if I can. And Bill, he has a problem with a diamond ring, I guess. What's going on, Bill?
No, I ain't got a problem. I want to know where I can get it appraised. It was my grandmother's.
Okay, I would get it appraised at J. Fetter Jewelers.
What telephone number?
Well, I don't have it right offhand, but
I'll call back Susan.
They're really good people. We can find it pretty quickly.
I've got it, Tom.
Okay, here
I'll put
we
it
got
up.
it. Bill, we got it. And you ready to take it down?
Sure.
All right. So, or Suzanne can give it to you. Let her give it to you. It would be quicker.
When I do get it done, do I let it out of sight?
What's that?
When I go someplace, do I let it out of sight?
Oh, you can trust them. Now, I would. You know, that's a good question. That's a good question. Would you let it out of sight? You know, if it's in a ring and it's being appraised, it depends. I mean, I trust people that I trust. I don't know how to put that any other way. If I did not know the people very, very, very near and dear to my heart, I would not let it out of my sight. But a lot of them do have to take it out of their sight. There should be no reason why. But it would take a long time to take it out of the setting, get another one to put in just the same exact shape and size. It would be pretty difficult. But, Mark, would you let it out of your sight if you didn't know anyone
Depends on who. Oh, if I didn't know
who they are.
Probably not, no. But, I mean, the jeweler I've dealt with for a long time, I trust.
You like the jewelry exchange.
I do like the jewelry exchange.
Okay, would you take it there to be appraised?
If the one guy that I've dealt with a lot was there, yeah.
Good. And the Fedder's number, 303. You ready, Bill? Are you ready, Bill?
Okay.
303-534-0251. All right, so I'm glad I could help you with that. Sorry you had to wait for that. Let's talk to Mikey. Mike, what's going on, sir?
Hey, how you doing, Tom?
I'm doing all right, Mike. I hope I can help you, man. What's happening?
Just going through, it seems like a never-ending custody battle. I'm just...
Oh, my God. You know, divorce in custody, it's such a terrible process for some people. They just never get through it. What's going on? How long have you been divorced? Let's put it that way.
Never married to her.
Okay.
I was married to a girl previous to her, and honestly, it was just a rebound that just ended up to be...
Okay, a rebound. How old is the baby?
He's 7.
7-year-old child. And,
Yeah.
okay, and what was the plan to begin with? What were you doing in the beginning?
The beginning, honestly, just...
Did you have a written plan ever?
For the first 2.5 years, no. It was going all right. We were still...
What is your written plan right now? Let's put it that way. What is your plan?
Right now, I reluctantly signed an agreement saying every other weekend.
And when was this agreement signed?
What's that?
When was it signed?
It was on April 6th.
Of this year?
That's yes.
Okay, and what was the plan before that? Was there a written plan? A written one? That's all I care about.
There's been a written plan since 2013.
Okay, so you went from a written plan in 2013 to a new one in 2018?
This is my third one.
Okay,
Fourth one
gotcha.
maybe, actually.
Why do you keep doing new ones? Is it you who brings it up, or is it her?
No, I bring it up because I don't think I bring it up. I think I'm defending it.
No. Here's what I mean. I'm making some really simple questions here. Your first plan that was written in 2013. When was it modified? That's a very simple question. It started in 2013. When was it modified?
I want to say 15.
Okay. Why was it modified? Did you move to modify it, or did she?
I pushed to modify, yes.
Okay, why?
Just because it's just inconsistent. It's
all right, so
weekend.
when you say, okay, but hold on. When you say it's a never-ending battle, then I don't understand why you agree to them if you just end up wanting them modified. Are you trying to take one bite at a time and hopefully get what you want? Is that your reasoning?
No, the thing is, I go in there with the lawyers and I tell them, hey, I want every weekend. I want every Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I want it to be every, though, not every other.
Okay, but no,
not at her discretion.
Oh, but you don't get every. No parent gets every. I mean, I shouldn't say that, but you don't normally get every weekend because she should be allowed some weekends. But I'm not going to argue that with you. What I'm going to say is this: if you had an original agreement in 2013, you modified it in 2015, it must have been something that you wanted if you modified it because you agreed to it. Then when was it modified again? One more time, was it?
We try to do it again here this year.
No, I mean, so there was only one modification then in 2015.
Right.
Okay, and then the next modification was 2018, and that's the one you just signed in April,
17.
right?
17.
Oh, 17, and then that was signed in 2017, and then you said you just did one in April.
So
okay,
the one in 17. The one in 17, I was never signed.
I got you. All right.
We went to court, and I wanted it really bad. It was exactly what I wanted.
Okay. But it was never signed, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't. No. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Exactly. So now, and listen, I applaud you for wanting to be a part of your son's life. But here's the deal: you did sign something in 2018, and it might be unfortunate, but you did. And these parenting plans are pretty serious. So as of April 2018, what is the plan?
It's every other weekend.
Okay, and
one weekday of every week at her discretion.
What does that mean? On her discretion, meaning the day.
Exactly.
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
She can pick the day, but she can't withhold the day.
I can ask for any day I want, Monday through the Friday, whatever, right? It's up to her discretion if she's got something scheduled for that Tuesday.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah. That part is a little weird, but the every other weekend and one day every week is not an unusual parenting plan. It's not. It's not unusual. It really isn't, Mike. If I had to be straight with you, and I have to be all the time, this is it. I'd like to tell you, oh, you got screwed, we can help you. This is not unusual at all for this to happen. So I don't know what you for you to want every weekend, I don't think it happens every weekend. And your theory is, well, he lives with her, so therefore having every weekend would even it out. The courts don't look at it that way. They look at weekend times completely differently than weekday times.
Okay. I mean,
do you get any vacation time?
Well, Tom, that's what I'm trying to get through. Like, as far as me fighting this, it's like, let's say this is the plan. What it is. So let's say I wanted him Tuesday. I mean, every single thing is about her. Well, this isn't going to happen. There's been times already that since April 6th that I signed this, I have not got to see him on 1 weekday, 2 weekdays. Because she was busy the entire week.
Well, that's not reasonable, that part of it, okay? If she gets...
That's all. I just want it to be even, Steven.
Yeah, if she gets... It's never going to be even, Steven. It's going to be close, but it's never even. The closest parenting plan is 7 on and 7 off. That's how a lot of parents do it. 7 on, 7 off. Some do 3, 2, 3, 2, and then flip it. But I'm not going to propose this because you already signed one, and it's thousands of dollars to get them modified if you use attorneys. And right now, it doesn't sound terrible. It sounds like your worst problem is that she doesn't let you have that weekday. If truly that's the case, then rather than trying to modify the entire agreement, what you do is push for contempt if she doesn't let you see him during the week. Are you saying she purposely refuses to let you see him on the day you want?
I mean, if I have to let her know, like, hey, I got Monday off this week. It'd be really great if I just have him after school. And no, that Monday doesn't work for her. How about Wednesday? I'm like, you know, I work Wednesday all day.
Okay.
So
no, and I totally understand. But why did you agree to let her have the discretion? Why didn't you make it the same day? I'll tell you why you didn't make it the same day. Because you don't have the same day off during the week every week. So you wanted it to be at your... Oh, you do? What day do you have off during the week?
Monday, every Monday.
Then
why did Monday off for 10 years?
Then why didn't you make it so you had Monday during the week? Why did you leave it to her discretion? Listen, Mike, you're calling me after you agreed to something, and it's really putting us in a tough spot. What the hell am I supposed to do? You agreed to it, and now you're saying I didn't want to agree to it. That's what you're really saying.
Tom, it's I reluctantly signed it. Like, you don't know the whole story. There's a criminal case to this whole thing, too.
Against you or her?
Against me.
Okay. Mike.
From her.
I don't doubt that there is a lot more to the story. And reluctantly signing it is the same exact thing as signing it. Mike, certainly you understand what I'm saying, that no matter what the story is, you didn't have to sign it. You didn't have to.
How was I going to see my son? I didn't see my son for 2 months.
Okay, well, so you thought there was no way in hell to get it done any other way, so you took this. I
called attorney, I did everything I could, and it's just
right now. Do you have money to fight?
I'm 20 grand in debt to lawyers. No,
okay, because the only thing you can do is get her for contempt. But it's not contempt because she's not refusing. She's just making it difficult. Mike, as crazy as that sounds, you can't, if you give her discretion and she knows you have Monday off, she can purposely, in her mind, say, oh, I'm doing something Monday. You have to have them on Thursday. I know that sucks, but you agreed to it. I don't know what to do about it. If you need to modify it again, then you need to open it up and remodify it and not agree and make it Mondays. Make it Monday every single week. What else did you think we would say, Mike? What else?
The thing is, I had no lawyer with this.
I know, but I'm asking you.
I'm talking to her lawyer.
But I'm on your side, so I'm asking you, what did you hope we would tell you? That either one, she is not complying, and you go for contempt, which you won't get because it was at her discretion, as long as she lets you see him one day during the week. Even if you can't make it that day, that's not her problem according to the agreement, if that's what you're telling me. So either you do a contempt or you remodify it. What else is there? There is no other solution, is there? Tell me if you waved your magic wand, what would the solution be? What would it be right now? What would it be?
I mean, honestly, the contempt is there because I mean I just brought up just the example of just not letting money, but she has.
Okay, hold on. I got to take a break, Mike. Honest to God, I want to help you, but you don't have many options. You have contempt or remodify, making the day a day you can make it. Those are your only options. Okay, they're in front of you. They're black and white. Maybe you needed me to tell you that. The fact that you're getting screwed and this whole thing is screwed up, divorce is screwed up. The whole system is screwed up because it wasn't meant to be. It was meant that mother and father raise kids, and I know damn well you didn't intend for this to happen. No one does. No one intends for this to happen. It just does. It just does, unfortunately. So let Suzanne know what you want from us. We'll try to help you. Alaramas Pro Auto Care. Let's talk about your free air conditioning check and inspection. What exactly is involved? People want to know. There is a value there, and there truly is. Al, explain what it is.
Yeah, Tom, and we put these out here, and they're a great value, and it's certainly something that you will call around. Everyone will charge you to do this. Well, we're doing it for your listeners, 5 for each store. We're going to hook up the gauges and the pressure systems. The only way you can tell if the refrigerant is at the level it needs to be. It does leak out after time. Your efficiency starts to drop, and it takes longer for your car to cool down in those hot days, which is right around the corner. So we're going to test, do the pressures, do the output temperature, do a complete system evaluation, and we're charging you nothing.
No, that's great.
Tell you what, and we'll give you an estimate. If you have work that needs to be done on that AC or does it just need a charge, you'll have a written estimate. You can come check us out. We have many other services and deals as well.
Okay, and the important thing is if you have a leak down and it's too much of a leak, don't just fill it. You get it fixed. And that's what this free system check is all about. Yes, if it just needs a charge, that's fine. But if it needs a repair, they'll give you a full estimate. And this is all free to find out or to get it up and running for the first 5 callers, each location near Evans and I-25 and Bowles and Santa Fe, that area. 303-PRO-AUTO is the phone number. Just remember that, 303-PRO-AUTO.
This report is brought to you by
I'll tell you what, family law is the worst. The worst. Because everyone thinks they've been screwed. Everyone. No matter what side they're on.
And this guy gets angry. I talk to him like a half hour. And I can see that's how he comes across in court. But he's staying up on his child support and everything.
No,
so
the
he's
guy's a good
dad.
guy. You can tell he is. But what do you do about it?
I know it.
What does he want? What was he hoping for?
He was good for every other weekend and one day a month.
I know what you
Every weekend and one day.
He will never get every weekend. Never. He will never do it.
Unless she wants it, yeah.
The only thing that works is find a way to get along with her.
But she gave him she wanted a text and said he had touched her vagina.
How much time? Okay, she accused him of touching the baby?
Her vagina. Not the, it's a son. It's his son.
Oh.
So it was just for her. Yeah.
Isn't that how you make a kid, though? So.
I was just going to say that. I think it was after that, though.
Yeah, we don't know the time frame here. The only thing I've ever heard.
Of course I touched it. How do you think it got here?
Yeah, I've got a big family, 5 kids, 60 grandkids, and the only thing I've ever seen in front of it is find a way to get along with them. Find someone.
And see,
Grit your teeth and bear it.
And he's got a, not explosive temper, but he gets excited and stuff.
I know.
Frustrated.
Frustrated.
I mean, yeah.
I'm sure he's frustrated.
And in court, I know that stuff comes across.
It does. But he's modified this 4 times.
He needs bull.
Who?
Bull.
Bull from people of the court, or
referring to the TV show.
Yeah.
That was a little bit before my time.
No, I mean it's
a new one. You're talking about.
Yeah.
He's got his own.
What do you mean the new one?
Well, does he have
right after NCIS.
No.
Oh.
These days, bull.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched that one.
It's good. Yeah.
Oh, that's different. It's not from the court. This is bull.
God, I watched 2 people.
Bull, the TV show.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I thought you said Night Court. I'm like,
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Night Court.
Wait, the bald guy?
Yeah.
Bull.
Like I've seen reruns of that.
Yeah.
Has he got his own show now?
What was funny was one time my son came in and he just flipped on the TV and it was Judge Judy. That's Ryan's girlfriend. That was the one that, threw out all his clothes, burned it and stuff.
Oh, she was on the show?
She was on the show with some other guy.
Really?
Yeah. And it's amazing. And it's just like the one lady that was just here, Heather, and she was talking about the Aurora Theater shooting. My son was working at Nordstrom at the time at night back in the warehouse, and he got a call, and it was from Arizona. It was like, well, he answered it, and he was saying, "Are you all right? Are you all right?" And my son says, "I think you got the wrong number and stuff." He was calling to see if his nephew was okay, because he knew he was at the theater. He was one of the ones that died, stuff. But what's the likelihood of that happening?
I can't imagine.
I've heard all the odds of being struck by lightning. So.
Well, I'm just sharing what you've got. I don't even want to be sitting by you.
A snake will come up and bite you.
No, get me though.
Ideal Home Loans for your next Ideal Home Loan. 303-867-7000. Many lenders just do loans when you're approved. Ideal goes further. Even if you are approved, they take a look at your credit to see if they can tweak it legally, ethically, and quickly. Even transferring one balance to another to even them out can help when you have credit cards. And correcting an address or years at work. Little tiny things can help to save you literally 0.5% or a full percentage point in rate. Ideal Home Loans also has the interest rate guarantee. If they go down, they will refinance you free of charge. It's that simple over the next 2 years. So whether you're buying or refining, remember, idealhomeloans.com, 303-867-7000, 867-7000, idealhomeloans.com. And, of course, Frank Duran, the real estate man, is the one that you want. Somebody said, Tom, why do you recommend him all the time? It's because he is the best. Frank Duran, the realestateman.com, 303-920-1622 if you're looking to buy. Now, let's talk about your problems. First, we're going to bring up our next guest who has some pain, and we are treating people with pain today with body balancing. We're not trying to heal anything. There's no medical claims being made, just that the pains will go away. Craig Daisley, he's had chronic headaches for how many years, Craig?
5.5 years now.
Holy crap. How did it start?
Got a TBI, a traumatic brain injury, at work.
How?
I fell off the back of an ATV that my supervisor was driving, and I fell on the back of my head. And
what do you use an ATV for at work?
I was a mechanic at the time, so we were pushing in a dead car for me to work on. And as he turned the corner, he accelerated. I went off the back of it, hit my head, gave myself a brain bleed, severe concussion.
I mean, it was really bad. Were you knocked unconscious?
Yep. I was knocked out for 15 seconds.
Wow. And it was a brain bleed, they called it?
Yep, I had a brain bleed.
Were you obviously in emergency room?
I was. They did CAT scan, did CT scan, X-ray. Luckily, didn't.
Are you kind of lucky? Could it have done other things?
Oh yeah, I'm extremely lucky. It could have been a lot worse.
What was it close to? What center was it close to? What function could it have affected?
So I've. Luckily, I mean, I suffer memory loss, word problems, decision-making problems.
It really made a difference. You could tell.
Oh yeah, no, I operate at 75% of what I used to. So.
Wow. Okay, so you have a headache right now. Right now.
Right now.
Okay, and you have an open mind. You're saying, look, if this works, great, right?
Exactly. I'm willing to try anything after 5.5 years. Everything: painkillers, muscle relaxers, blood pressure medication, sleeping pills, you name it. I'm on it. I take Botox just for migraines. So.
Botox. So today you didn't take any or what?
I haven't taken anything. See if this works.
Okay. So what would your level of pain be with your headache?
Right now I'm at a 7.
Okay.
When I'm on the medications, I'm at a 4.
You know, people who live with chronic pain, it's just terrible. I mean, you know, it's like something you never think about. You know, people don't know what it's like. They don't know what it's like. So we're going to ask you to have an open mind. I'm not looking for anything but total honesty. That's it. Just be open and honest. Don't try to talk yourself in or out of anything, but just let it happen. So let's go. Randy, let's do the brain balancing. And Mark, did you want to do another live shot on this one or not? On the
I got a pretty good one. That first lady.
Okay, good. So we're gonna Randy's gonna go out and do his thing.
Maybe he should follow up. We still have Ming in there. Have him do Ming back to back. So bam, bam, and then have them both back in.
Okay. So what is Ming's story?
I don't know, Suzanne. What's his pain?
So
chronic shoulder and neck pain.
Yeah.
All right.
From
Can you
cooking.
go get Ming right now, really quickly? Okay,
Tom,
really
he was
quick,
cooking
right now.
all his life and just caused chronic shoulder and.
He grew up in
neck pain.
China. He was a common man.
Was
a while back.
was Ming the one that we talked to?
Yeah.
He was
Ming
here.
Lee with the soup and the Mingarita.
Mingarita.
He has his referral list T-shirt on today.
Oh yeah.
So
I like Ming. He was one of the best guests we've had.
Let's take a call here. And Ben, what did you want to know, Ben?
Hello, Tom. How you doing?
Good, Ben. What's happening, sir?
Hey, I have a quick question for Randy.
Okay.
Is he available?
Yeah, he's right here right now. Now remember, he doesn't know much about diagnosing or medical stuff. He just does his body balancing. So I just want to caution you. Go ahead.
Well, Randy, I'm 73 years old, and I'm having shortness of breath. Now, I have gone in, I've had my heart scoped, I've had MRIs, I've gone to breathing doctors, I've done the breathing tests at the hospital.
What do they say about you?
They tell me my lungs are good, everything is good, but I'm short of breath.
That's it, you're just short of breath.
And Tom, I can walk maybe a block, and all of a sudden I have to bend down and just sit.
But there's nothing wrong with your heart.
That's what they're telling me, Tom. They scoped it. They did the lungs. They did everything.
Did you do an EKG?
Yes, we did EKG.
A stress EKG?
Yes, we did do that.
And all the ejection tests on the heart and all of that?
Tom, we did all of it.
All right, fine. So, Randy, have you ever had people, I mean, you talk about pain a lot, balancing the body, getting rid of pain. Have you ever helped people with other ailments?
Yes, I have. As far as shortness of breath, no, I haven't.
Okay.
But the only thing I would say is anytime your body is actually in balance, I think it's going to allow your body and mind to function properly. So I think that it will help. I don't know how much or anything. There's no guarantee or anything. But
obviously, but would you like to take a stab at it?
Definitely.
You know, we would like to have you hook up with them. We're going to take your name and number, okay?
Hey, Randy, here's my deal. If you can figure this out, I have spent thousands of dollars, which my insurance covered. I've got a $1,000 bill if you can fix this.
We're not going to do that. We want to just really, honest to God, we're not going to do that. We're not going to peddle him for money.
I mean, I've never charged anybody.
You can buy him
my
a cookie.
entire life.
You give him a chocolate chip cookie or something.
do that.
Ben, hang on though. We'll get your name and number. This is truly just an act to see if we can do something, or he can do something through this body balancing, or is it a bunch of BS? And we're going to have some conclusions coming up. You know, we take what people are saying. 303-713-8255. So, guys, and Ming, very quickly, Ming, what is your pain? I just want to get you quickly in here so we can have you treated right after Craig. What is your pain?
It's every time when I turn my neck, I get pain up right here on the back of my neck, right here, and down to my shoulder.
Okay, and how long has that been going on?
Years.
Years.
Yeah, just from
Do you do
working.
anything? Right. So you were a cook, right, or a
Yes.
chef?
Yep.
How long have you? How long? What meds are you on? I mean.
Not on any medicine.
Okay.
I
Good.
do see a chiropractor and massage therapist.
They don't do any good?
Not. It helped a little bit.
Okay.
Not completely.
Does the chiropractor do actual adjustments?
The one I'm seeing now, he uses more a torque release
Okay,
technique.
well that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, he uses, but he does an adjustment with the activator.
Yeah.
He does. Okay, good. All right, so let's see what's going on with Ming and with Craig coming up. Okay, he's going to do that, and we have to. We're running out of time, but I will take you, Jackie, with the pet ranch. Just remember that. And Ben, leave your information with Suzanne. And we have plenty of time to take more calls. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Lent Construction is a company that you need for the best basement that you'll ever see. In fact, his website is called bestbasementsdenver.com. He does line-by-line pricing, and he'll let you know exactly what each component will cost, and you need to get him in on the design. He does value engineering, which is a design that will get you the biggest bang for your buck. He doesn't look for the most expensive, complicated way to do things, but he looks for ways to make your basement interesting. And it's total design, complete design integration, so it doesn't look like an afterthought. You ever walk into a basement and it looks like just a basement, drywall and molding? He doesn't do that. He integrates and uses really custom features on a budget. 720-744-2885. That's Lent Construction. Jack Lent, a law enforcement background, plenty of integrity, 20 years in the construction business, licensed, bonded, and insured. 720-744-2885. The website is bestbasementsdenver.com. bestbasementsdenver.com.
This is Denver's Talk Station, 630.
You often wonder, why didn't somebody get bestbasementsdenver.com if they had bestbasementdenver.com? Or why do people not get all of the variations of their own website? I've noticed so many silly things when people get websites.
I don't know.
It's officially a done deal. Walmart is spending
Actually, what
$1 billion to take control of India's version of Amazon.com, Flipkart, which is the U.S. retailer's largest deal as it opens.
India's version, so it's not the other piece of shit we got involved in, but Alibaba rocks, man.
One of the world's burgeoning e-commerce markets. And speaking of India, it's fast-growing retail market.
He was telling earlier the reason he hurt his neck, he was chasing cats. He was extremely hungry.
Extremely hungry. I've got 30 cats. I can't believe
He was really funny. He was sitting right here. And you could ask him anything because he grew up in China.
Yeah.
He would be so
I was here when he was in
matter-of-fact.
here. I loved him.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, I
Okay.
was here.
He was
That's
so
great.
matter of fact. You know, you'd answer anything.
I had a guy I went to high school with, Mike Sorowski. When my dog got captured with the Denver dog pound, I went down and found out he worked down there. This was back in the early '80s, I think it was. And I went to get my dog, and they didn't have very many dogs in there. I was kind of surprised. He said, "No, we got a problem right now with the Vietnamese population comes in here." They said, "Lost my dog." And they say, "What kind of dog?" And they say, "Big juicy dog." Big juicy dog. It's like, oh, you're kidding me.
Looks like a hamburger on legs.
He told me that. Oh my God. I said, what do you do? He said, there's nothing we can do if they claim it's their dog.
Is there B&H photos around here?
I don't think so. There's New York all over.
Looks like Park Avenue between Weldon and California is shut down. If you can avoid the area for now. Weather forecast. Cloudy but warm today with a high near 81.
One of those guys I was seeing died of his older brother was one that died of meth like this Friday.
cloudy in Denver and 71. With your traffic at 6:30, K-How.
Tom and I know a guy that's.
Crispy tenders, $20 fill up from KFC. This meal feeds a family of 4 and includes 12 extra.
So he ended up with another Focus, basically. It is a Focus, no matter how you look at it.
I don't know what he ended up with.
It looks like a Focus.
I don't know if they still make the Focus. I guess so.
Shit, it looks like it. I'm hoping I have that right. I'm gonna look. 'Cause I got. Is this it, Mark? Does this look like a Focus to you? I don't know where it's written.
Looks like a little Ford, that's for sure.
I can search this image.
I can tell from the back.
We don't have a picture of that.
Oh.
I can't get over the price of these fucking things.
Oh, I know. I bought my son for college.
What'd you spend?
They have to.
Does that look like a Focus?
Yeah.
And then his keyboard just went out like a month or two ago, and he only had 3 years. I said, shit, my computer. But you know, on regular computers, PCs, when they sell to business, they're a lot higher grade than they are that you buy just for regular retail. They got bigger fans in them.
Welcome to the show, folks. GenesisTotalExteriors.com, another great construction company, Genesis Total Exteriors. He's doing storm damage repair, so if you need storm damage repair, he's doing it all on one estimate for your insurance company. He can do them all. He can do all of it. He'll break out the fences, decks, windows, roofs, gutters, whatever you need. 303-679-8509. 679-8509. GenesisTotalExteriors.com. So, what is your comment? What is your problem? Jackie's got one with Pet Ranch. We are consumer advocates, 40 years in business. That's what we are, and we love doing what we're doing. Right now, we got this guy who, Randy, who says he can relieve pain, and he's in right now treating those other guys. I want to just tell you something, Mark. Overall, it's a kind of disappointment. I'm just going to be honest with you, okay? He really, really oversold himself. I don't... It's something I'm going to tell him too. He totally oversold himself. I'm not saying the guy's not a nice guy, blah, 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 okay? Did I get relief? I don't even know. I don't think I did. I think I feel exactly the same. I felt a little better, but I think it was because I did that breathing exercise and that thing. You know what? Listen, overall, do I really feel any difference? I can say no.
I think he's trying to get publicity.
No.
He's writing a book. I think he's going to be pushing the book, and I think it's all...
I don't think that's why. Mark,
it's exercises.
Mark, he doesn't even, the book, you don't understand. The book is a concept.
I was in there when he told the lady.
I don't care what he told the lady.
My book's going to be out soon.
I talked to him before. He's been saying that for years. Honest to God, he doesn't have it written. He hardly has it written. It's a concept more than anything.
He's got a screw loose, in my opinion.
Suzanne, do you get the opinion this guy's trying to sell anything or make money?
No,
I don't.
And I just had Heather email me. You want me to read this?
Yeah.
She said, I really thought this might work, but I have to tell you that when I got to my car, I started getting numbness and tingling in my left arm down to my hand. I'm used to it, so not too worried. Just letting you all know it didn't really work for me.
Okay. So then, you know, Heather, and then we had...
But to say
the old woman said, oh, I feel a little better, you know.
But to say he can get rid of any pain in those emails, except for bone on bone, that was the most absurd thing I've ever read.
So can I tell you something about Mark? If you say you're going to be there in 5 minutes and you're 5 minutes late, he's going to call you a liar.
Or if you're 30 seconds late.
He's going to call you a liar.
He doesn't say what happened. He said, why did you lie to me? I know that.
That's not true.
You do it all the time, Mark Major.
Now listen, but here's the point, though. He is right. Those emails totally exaggerated. But I disagree with Mark totally. And Jackie, I'm with you, by the way. Don't go away.
What do you mean you disagree with me?
I disagree that he's here to try to hawk a book and to sell something or make money on this. I don't think that's... I think that's...
Then why is he here? He's either got a screw loose or he's here to sell something.
I feel he truly wants to help people. I really do. I think he truly wants to help people. Look, he doesn't have a book even on the horizon. If he has a book...
It's not what he said in there.
Okay, I'll bet you he does not have a book in the next year. I'll bet you anything
you owe me so many lunch lunches at this point.
No, he will not have a book in the next year. Next year at this time, there will not be a book published. The guy is not that motivated like that.
I'm going to trade in all the lunches you owe me for a European vacation shortly.
Now, Jackie, what's going on with you, Jackie?
Hi, I bought 2 puppies on the 24th of March from the pet ranch.
Okay.
One was a little one. They were very busy. There were people buying dogs.
I know.
Right.
I can't stand pet shops in general, but.
Well, I got my 2 puppies, and I have the Puppy Ranch guarantee,
good.
and I have all their info.
Good.
Long story short, 3 days later.
What kind of puppies, by the way?
They're called, they're a Shih Tzu Yorkie mix. So
Okay.
They're Yorkies. They're small. One of them was 2.4 pounds when I took her in. I called the pet ranch every single day afterwards. 3 days later, the smaller one was very ill, throwing up, diarrhea, the whole bit. Their guarantee says you have to go to their vet within 7 days in order for the warranty guarantee to go. And they couldn't get me in for a week. I called them before I called my vet. My vet could get me in. I got there at 4:30. They did a parvo snap
So
test.
what happened? What's wrong with the dog?
Well, the little one ended up in the hospital. I called the pet ranch.
Pet Ranch doesn't pay for this. They give you a guarantee, meaning you can take the dog back. It's not an open checkbook, Jackie. Listen, I'm not sticking up for these people, but I have to tell you, I know how their warranty works. You get it done from their vet when they say, and the only option you have is to take the pet back. They will not pay to get the dog fixed if it's too much.
They didn't even offer that. I'm
saying they won't. They won't. There's nothing to offer. They won't do it. You take the dog back. If you went to their vet and it was sick, they would take the dog back. They put the dog to sleep if it's going to cost too much money, and they give you another pet.
That's exactly what we were thinking was going to happen, but they told me to take him to the vet hospital over here to save her life.
Oh, wait a minute. They said to you, Jackie, you take it to any vet you want?
No, I told them where I was going.
Okay,
I had the phone
and
on
they said,
speaker
okay,
so people
you
could
go
hear.
there and we'll take care of the whole bill.
Yeah, he did not say that. He said, but you have to bring the vet to our hospital the following morning.
The dog, right, okay. So
Right,
you went there,
did.
okay, so you went there overnight. I believe you. If they said, Jackie, go now to whatever vet that you mentioned, go there overnight and then take the dog to our vet. What happened?
And that's what happened, and I sent them a letter with the bill.
How much was it?
$1,119 that I had to pay for an overnight care, and then.
All right, so take him. We'll call him. Take him to small claims court. So we're going to call and say you agreed to pay this bill, right?
Yes.
And so when you say to them, hey, Pet Ranch, you agreed to pay the pet bill overnight as long as I take it to our vet your vet in the morning. Why aren't you paying it? What do they say, Jackie? What do they say?
They did not answer. I sent them a letter, and they signed for it, and they haven't replied. And I just don't know what's the best way to go.
I need to know. Well, Jackie, first of all, their guarantee says you have to take it to a vet within how long of the purchase?
7 days, and I called them up and told them I couldn't get in till 8 days, so I kept the lines of communication open.
And that nullified your warranty right there, okay, Jackie?
No,
if you
they
go to
said I could.
Jackie, if you go to court, oh wait, their vet didn't have an opening?
Their vet did not have an opening. I have my phone records.
Okay, hold on.
And then I called
their vet will say, here, let me just shoot the holes in your story, and then I'll try to help you. Their vet's going to say, of course we could have gotten her in. It was 7 days. We could have gotten her in. So they're going to say that first. Second, Pet Ranch is going to say, you didn't do what the warranty said. That is, get it checked within the first 7 days with our vet. And you're going to say, but I kept the lines of communication open. They're going to say, we didn't extend that warranty. There are so many holes. That's why they operate this way. But first of all, we're going to call Pet Ranch and say, did you extend the warranty that she could take the dog in on the 8th day? That's our very first question. Because if the answer to that is no, we have no case. You don't have anything in writing. So the only thing we can go by is if they say, yes, we did agree to it. Because a verbal contract can only be enforced if both parties agree it was a verbal contract. You don't understand, Jackie. I want to help you. I'm not saying this to be a pain in your ass, but we can't just assume they're going to do the right thing. We will get all over them and say, listen, first of all, your vet couldn't get her in 7 days. She had to wait the 8th day. Second of all, you told her, save the dog's life, we'll pay the bill, and then you take him to our vet in the morning. You see, Jackie, I got all of it. We're going to tell them that. But then we're going to have to listen to their response. And when if it's not the same as you expect, then what do? What's the tiebreaker, Jackie? What if I tell them exactly what I just said and they say that's not true? What do we do about it?
Well, I got my phone records and
but you didn't. Did you
in.
Wait? Did other people actually heard them say that? Not your response.
At my vet, because I put them on speaker because I didn't have anything to record it.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Hold on. Let's call Pet Ranch and see what we can do.
This report is brought to you by Pella of Colorado.
Let's go off highway where downtown Park Avenue is shut down between Welton and Cal.
Really, I don't think they're going to admit to any of it. But you need to talk to the people that heard it on the speaker. That's the important thing, because I don't believe it. Okay. Do you believe it?
I've never dealt with Pet Ranch. I don't have anything. But you're right. Most times to keep them. And she paid a lot of money for these dogs. I think it was like
it sucks, man.
$900
This sucks. I want to help. Oh, I can't tell you how many times this happens. I'm so.
Back. Was Suzanne going to do it too? The pain thing? Was Suzanne going to do it?
Well, she might do it after. She wasn't going to do it for the show.
Okay. I'm just kind of worried if
why
she does it that Mark will disappear. That's her pain in the butt.
It is a pain in the butt. I don't blame her.
What am I doing? What am I doing?
You look balanced.
I'm getting rid of my pain.
You know what? Here's what I said. I'll let anybody come in. They make a claim. Come on.
I love it.
Because I thought somebody with that
Wait a minute.
strong.
Wait a second.
If you have that, okay, sit down. I don't
Unbiased
want
opinion.
I don't want to hear any previews.
Do you have a slicer or 2 headsets?
Oh yeah. Let me get to
Could we-
some stuff. Yeah. Ask and you shall receive.
You know what? I'm a believer, so that's an easy one for me.
What? Who? Where?
$500.
It came from the Bible. Oh, actually,
We're bound to hurt you.
here. Maybe this.
No, this is good.
Are you sure? Okay.
Thank you. It's amazing what houses are selling for, what people are asking for these trash.
Oh, we got that.
You should, honest to God, you should try to move yours now, and if you can, wait about 3 years, you'll pick up.
I gotta get that.
You know?
Mark, it is amazing.
Oh, I think we're up.
Mark Trenner, Trenner Law.
Trademarks, copyrights, patent searches. If you need help, Mark Trenner is the guy. He's a sole proprietor. He does it himself. Well, he has legal assistance, of course, but Mark will overlook every one of your cases, or look over, I should say, not overlook. He takes care of all my trademarks and stuff. He's great. He has a free book available, Inventor's Guide or Trademark Basics. You should call him, 720-221-3708. Look for Mark Trenner on my referral list at referralist.com. It's 720-221-3708. Mark Trenner. Okay. We have results coming in, but I want to ask about Dorisha, about Cherry Creek School District. And on a couple things here, by the way, we are helping with that pet ranch. The other guy that wanted the divorce help, Suzanne, I have to make a note of that.
He hung up.
I know. He was mad at me because I gave him his 2 options. Sometimes people have options staring them in the face. They don't like either of them. There's nothing I can do. If my function sometimes when I can't solve a problem is to put it in black and white in front of you so you can see it. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to puff you up and say, oh, yeah, we can do it, unless we think we can. Okay, Dorisha, what is your situation? Dorisha, are you there?
She's called like 3 times, Tom,
All right,
and hung
then,
up.
all right,
She
let's-
must get busy.
I want to talk to Craig, who went in and had this done, and he had a headache for 5 straight years. He takes pain meds. It was from a traumatic brain injury, a closed head injury. I just want to know straight up, how did it go? How did it go? And just complete honesty. I don't want you to preserve feelings or anything. Did it work?
No, it didn't work on my headaches, but
Okay.
I like the breathing technique, so I'm going to give it a try for a week
Okay.
and see if it does anything.
Do you have the same exact pain level?
Exact same.
Okay. And you did the technique?
Yes.
Okay, and what do you like about it?
It's a good breathing technique, so I mean, I could definitely feel like my shoulders loosen up, but I mean, as far as pain goes,
You look like you're in pain. I can see you squinting. Oh, my God. So when you talk...
But the amazing part about Craig, I mean, seriously, man, he goes out and installs tires on site. He's on the referral list.
No, I know that.
But I didn't know he had a headache the whole time he's doing this stuff.
No. He can get his headache... He can get it down to a 4, he said. Okay, so what about Ming? Ming, you had shoulder, neck pain, chronic. What about it?
Like Craig said, it's a good breathing technique that I'll
Did
be
it alleviate your pain?
No, not yet, but I'm going to try for a couple weeks and see how it goes.
And also, Heather called back and said basically she doesn't have a change. You know, listen, I told Randy, I'm not going to crap anyone on this show. You can come on and live or die by the sword. I was more than kind. I did not hope it did not work. I hoped it did. I want it to work. I wish there was a way we could balance our body and make pain go away. But I will, and I'm not saying you're a bad guy or a charlatan. It's clear you have nothing to sell right now, nothing to gain. Mark, you summed it up. You said the email.
I summed it up over a week ago.
No, what did you say? Yeah, but
It's just over claims, Randy. That's the biggest problem, man. I agree with these guys. The breathing techniques, I mean, I don't know. I've been breathing since I was...
No, but
long time.
The breathing techniques and there's a bit of, you know, look at that can't hurt you, but
it's like yoga to me.
But the point I'm trying to make is that it wasn't even close to your claims, Randy, as far as the results. And we didn't set this up against you. I didn't even know these people were coming in. That's it, man. You know, you said I couldn't get on, I can't get media coverage, I couldn't get to the 9 Health Fair, I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that. Maybe it's just because it sounds too fantastic and it doesn't come through. I don't know what else to say. I regret that I have to say this, but I didn't see any big results here. In fact, I don't know if I saw any results. I mean, that older woman at 92, she touched her toes. Her daughter said she could never do that before. And I thought I felt, you know, some relief, but I'm not a good candidate because I don't have any really bad pain anymore, thank God. I just don't. And you know, I don't know if I have anything. I mean, I had a little kink in my shoulder that seemed to have gone away, but now I'm thinking it's back, and maybe I was just... I don't know, is what I'm saying. Let's put it this way. It wasn't a big enough result for me to say, holy crap. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to be a hard ass. And trust me, I mean, you know, it's the kind of thing that you set yourself up for. So go ahead. What do you have to say, really?
Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you for the opportunity to actually show it to everybody. I was disappointed in the results. You know, I saw some more as far as within the body actually being balanced. As I explained to Craig, I've never done a traumatic brain injury before, and I've helped a lot of people with neck and shoulder pain. It's worked every time. It didn't this time. I've helped a few people with fibromyalgia. It worked every time, with the exception of with Heather.
But you kind of interview people when you're done, and you ask them for this and ask them for that. I am very convinced, Randy, that a lot of people are not telling you the truth because they want to please you. Am I sounding crazy when I say that? I think sometimes people feel like, well, you know, yeah, I feel a little better. I don't know. We're going to give you another chance to work with people off the air. I will. We'll follow this through. I'm not going to call this the end. I mean, you know, besides, he loves helping people. Who knows? We might be able to recruit him for a volunteer. Anyway, we're simply out of time. Look to Facebook and YouTube for all of our show synopsis. And remember, we are at referrallist.com. Referrallist.com.
Okay, so let me know if anything happens over the device, would you?
You know, I've
Also,
had,
me, would you
like I say,
try as well?
Yes.
alternative therapies like that.
Anyone else is having it? Hey, how's it going?
When will my phone be done?
Probably in an hour.
Okay, that's fine.
Susanna, are you going to do it?
Is it on my way to the
I'll see if
gym?
it all disappears.
Whoa, Jim, we've got a video shoot.
In an hour.
Oh my God, I didn't dress or anything. I forgot all about it. I gotta go home.
And I've had some luck.
I gotta go home and get dressed. Oh my God. I gotta.
Sorry, where's the video shoot?
I forgot. Oh, thank you, Mark.
Mark, where is the video?
Oh, I'm going to be there. Just
I
down
literally
at the
forgot.
same place, right? Santa Fe.
Well, I don't have any of the information. It was in my phone.
You must not be on video today, are you?
I might know.
Okay, so I was going to say, the half shirt.
I gotta get dressed.
Mark.
What?
What time is the video shoot at?
What?
I gotta go home.
What time is the video shoot?
What video shoot?
Smart ass! Oh my
I
God!
gotta get dressed.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I gotta get dressed.
I do not want to drive down to Santa Fe.
Hey,
I want to know what time to shoot.
I really
It's
appreciate
down on
everyone,
Santa Fe.
and I appreciate you,
What
Randy.
time?
I appreciate you coming.
When's your book coming out?
He will not tell me.
He doesn't. He's not here to sell.
Oh my God! I'm not saying he's selling the book. I'm asking when it's coming out.
Hydration for me.
I need to do a video of actual showing the people how to do it. I have diagrams in the book.
I can tell you because.
So you got to do a video, then you can.
And there's some other things I want to fine
I
tune
got my hats off
because
here just to battle through that.
Okay, it'll be over.
I hate to say it, like I told them after
You here,
on the back
just need to cook more.
also of all these many years, I never had
Never had what?
as far as where
Right at,
I mean, I'll put it this way: on each and every person, you can see that their balance is improved quite a bit on all of them. But when they say as far as this or that, I don't see that.
The chances that everybody you have helped, it's held, but then not today. That seems almost impossible. I mean, what are the chances of that, Randy?
I know.
What are the chances?
And,
He's saying everybody up till today he helped was 100%, but today it just so happens.
That's because he's the one interviewing the people.
Okay, that's fair.
And that's because I think that he's eliciting certain responses. Mark, it's called, there's a syndrome where you identify with the provider and you tell them things, and it's not necessarily totally objective. He's sitting there saying, well, I feel you're stronger. Okay, that could be he's feeling you're stronger. Again, but here's the point, is then he asks the person, well, what's your pain level now? I mean, and at that very second, they might think it's a certain thing, but then an hour later they feel differently, or they feel uncomfortable telling him the truth.
Well, of course.
It's just human nature. I mean, that's why scientific studies are done the way they are.
Dan, what is that called when you start relating to your captor?
But that's
Stockholm syndrome.
I'm not talking about that part.
I like that too. A lot of people say that when you crack, it's the endorphins that kick
But I
in.
will say this, I don't think you're out to screw anymore.
I made a double appointment. I can't make it. I can make it.
The only thing I would say on that is, like I told Tom,
Why don't
99% of the people I know
Mark, I need
didn't know
to
they were
address.
strangers. They had nothing to gain. And
You
I would
ever
usually
got
just look
those, like,
at their
rolls and stuff
faces
that put it on your-
and
Yeah, but they're afraid to say anything. What are they going to tell you? Because you're such a nice guy, you're trying to help them. What are they going to say? It doesn't help? I mean, who would say that? I mean, I might, but who fucking normal would say something?
It's not
I don't know.
Mark, I need you
Maybe.
to send me the address.
Mine's not from work.
If I still have it.
It's in his phone, and his phone is being worked
Do you have
on.
to go to the photo
I think
shoot,
I
or
sent it
can I still help you, sir?
Al.
No, I'm fine. I'm in pain management, and I don't hurt today.
Okay. I am going to
But
tag
if you'd like, I'd still like to show
What?
you.
Well, I'm going to look. I'm going to watch
done?
the video thing.
Where?
Okay.
But they've got it recorded on there. I'm going to watch it.
Okay.
I do see the.
You want to race back?
Yeah.
Not against you.
I can
Hi,
run.
buddy.
She said, you damn well better try everything. Because if you don't, everybody's going to say, oh, you